afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State football flipped the commitment of four-star corner Jay Timmons from Florida State. Per Rivals, Timmons is the number 2 corner in the 2026 class. He's the 5th 3-star or higher DB in the Buckeyes 2026 class. College basketball, former North Carolina and Penn State guard Puff Johnson is suing the NCAA for immediate eligibility at Ohio State after his medical waiver was denied. Adam Jardy of the Columbus Dispatch reported today Ohio State freshman guard Miles Hero will redshirt this season. He is the brother of NBA Sixth Man of the Year Tyler Hero. Baseball, Padres hired former big leaguer and Dayton Flyer Craig Stammen as their manager, replacing the retired Mike Schultz. NFL tonight, Raiders visit the Broncos at 8:15. NHL, Blue Jackets are off until Sunday at the Canucks. NBA, Cavaliers are off before traveling to the Wizards Friday at 7. Breaking sports news when it happens right here with the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola, I'm Dennis Farina. So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56 and, is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, man. Happy Too Hot Thursday to you.
It is Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
That's all day. Teddy will dazzle us with audio that we've never heard before. And then we will comment. But it's a very special... By the way, how you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
It's a very special edition of the show because every time Adam King fills in on the show before this one, Rothman and Ice, he is in such a hurry, I guess, to go call Lene Kakua on the phone, his girlfriend that we've never seen or met, that he just leaves all his stuff up on the computer. He's logged in, he's doing this, and today he took the extra step. He's left his wallet here in the studio. We're going to play a special game called What's in Adam's Wallet? All right. Let's dig through this bad boy.
What kind of cards? Make sure that we show the credit card numbers on the YouTube cameras here so people can make some purchoses on behalf of Adam.
He's got 5 in here.
Ooh, big bills go on the outside, Mike.
Oh, no, I take it back. He's got 2 5s.
2 5s?
And a 20.
Oh.
He's got $30.
He's got $30.
Adam King's got $30.
He'll be living large under the bridge tonight.
He's also got a Hyatt Rewards Visa card.
Oh.
Earned some points there on that one.
Absolutely. Get your hotel points.
Here's a driver's license here.
Free continental breakfast, too.
This selfish a-hole is not an organ donor.
He's not?
No, he's not an organ donor.
Come on, Adam. I wonder if he got the new certified license now that you have to get for flying.
Is it starred?
I don't know if he's got the star on it.
No, he doesn't. He does not have one of the new driver's licenses.
My new driver's license, it's good for 8 years or something like that.
Not good.
You got to spring for that one.
Says he's 6 feet tall. We don't believe that for a second, do we?
Oh, come on. He's
we don't believe
5'10", maybe 5'11". It's heightening. What else has he got in there? Does he have any punch cards?
He's got an Amazon
a submarine club.
Amazon $50 gift card.
Ooh,
he's got that.
Wonder who gave that to him.
I don't know. Let's see what else.
Lene?
Tegna Visa. This is for when he's traveling.
Tegna Visa?
Yeah, we could really we could do some damage to the company on that one.
Right. Let's plug that into Amazon. We can get you those hemorrhoid creams that you were always wanting.
Oh, we got insurance information. It's a real fat wallet,
Let me see that. What's the lining on this wallet?
Fat one.
What's the design in there? What do you think of that lining in the wallet there?
It's a little much for me.
Interesting, right? Yeah, I don't know. I do appreciate the bifold. Are you a bifold guy?
No.
I was trifold.
Look at this.
For the first, 15 years. Oh, look, you got one of those.
It's just a
card holder.
Card holder.
Yeah, just a card holder.
King, come in here and get your wallet,
cash,
you moron.
It's fun to have a little bit of cash.
No, I don't like cash.
No cash?
No cash.
I like to have a little cash.
No.
What is that, Italian? Of course it is.
Oh, it's Bosca.
Yeah. Mine's a fossil.
Bosca.
King,
We also looked at your 14 parlay that you were doing.
This is a pretty boring little parlay here. Raiders, Broncos, Colts, Falcons, Browns, Jets, Ravens, Vikings.
That was what Cole was drawing.
Tampa Bay minus 2.5.
That condom's old. That's not going to work anymore. Get out of here.
You got to recycle those. Don't recycle them. Just throw them away.
Now we got a big program today. Too Hot Thursday. Where's my Too Hot?
Too hot. Too hot.
Thank you. Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg coming up at 3:30. ESPN Bet is dead.
Yeah, it is.
You may have noticed that over the years, yours truly has had a deal with ESPN Bet. First it was Barstool Sportsbook. Then it was ESPN Bet. In reality, my deal was with Penn Gaming. This is one of the biggest disasters, financial disasters of all time. Don't worry, I'm still getting paid. Because I'm with Penn, I'm with Hollywood Casino.
It's Hollywood Casino. Yeah. We are as a show with them.
Go to Hollywood Casino today. That sportsbook's not closed. Maybe they're taking down the ESPN Bet sign.
Yeah. Well, I mean, AI Common Man has been doing some reads lately for Hollywood Casino.
Maybe get me the copy
ESPN
points
Bet
longer than 5 minutes before the show starts.
You want those copy points, and you get the real man instead of the AI robot version.
One of the biggest financial disasters, but it's actually not what you think it is. It's not an ESPN disaster. I guess on the surface it looks like it is. It is a Penn Gaming disaster. ESPN entered into a licensing agreement with Penn National Gaming.
10 years, I want to say.
10 years,
$2
like $150 million a year.
That was Penn to ESPN.
Penn to
that
ESPN.
Payment you speak
paying
of.
for logos and naming rights and all of that. ESPN makes the $150 million whether one person places a bet on the app or 19 trillion people.
So as you can
place
see,
a bet on the app.
Yeah, as you can see, as Penn Gaming was starting to track this and look at the progress, they were seeing that their users and the bets being placed on their platform was not going to, in their wildest dreams, get to a point where it was going to be financially worth it for them.
No.
So both sides, they say in the press, amicably want to end this, and then ESPN can go with ESPN, the network, can go with another partner now.
Which they've done.
Which they've done already.
With DraftKings.
Which makes a lot of sense, because why not go with one of the two biggest names that has been in nationwide sports betting in all the states where it's legal, because they made their hay in fantasy sports, and they were right there waiting when sports gambling was all ready to go. So a good move by them to go with a DraftKings.
So Penn goes to ESPN, and they say, hey, we're losing hundreds of millions of dollars. We're going to shut this thing down. ESPN, I'm sure behind the scenes, says, well, we have 8 years left on this contract that you signed with us where you pay us $150 million, and we want some of that money. And I'm quite sure they reached a financial settlement where ESPN got paid a certain amount of money to end the deal early. And now ESPN turns around, signs a deal with DraftKings. Now, on the surface, yes, this does not look good for ESPN. But on the actual economic aspect of this, they probably came out ahead. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Because they got paid to go away by Penn. And
maybe a settlement on top.
They turned around and got another deal with DraftKings in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, because it's ironic, because you think about what Penn Gaming was trying to do in the first place, right? They figured we partner up and we get that they changed up the logo. That was the thing that was interesting. Why wouldn't you want to use the black and red design? So when you see that app, when you're looking in the store,
that wasn't their call. That
catches
was Penn.
your eye.
It's like the
and
Eddie
it's
George
green
restaurant.
And black, and it's like, well, wait a minute, it's ESPN, but I'm not familiar with that. Is that the same E? Is that really the ESPN I'm used to? But yeah, with Eddie George's restaurant.
Eddie George's restaurant, which was down in South Campus Gateway. I think it's gone now, but it was there for a long time. Eddie George had nothing to do with that place. He signed a licensing deal with the people who owned and operated that restaurant and said, hey, For a time period of 3 years, we pay you this amount of money. We can use your name and likeness inside this facility. And Eddie George said, I don't have to do anything. And they said, no, nothing. And okay, done. I'm not financially responsible if you fail, right? No, none of that. We just pay you an upfront fee, and that's the way it goes. I'm quite sure that's how it works with Urban Meyer's restaurants as well.
Probably.
Urban does not have a financial stake there, but he signs a contract. You can use my name. I make a couple appearances throughout the year, yada, yada, yada. You cut me a check. That's what it was with ESPN and Penn.
You're saying
ESPN
Eddie George isn't
nothing
smoking
to do. He's not smoking the meats back there?
The meats
no.
in the back?
No.
Right, yeah.
ESPN had nothing to do with the daily operations, with the exception of an agreement to promote. Like Stephen A. Smith comes on with his parlay and Greenberg comes on with his parlay of the week. They're getting some extra scratch, those two out of the deal.
And that's what DraftKings will ultimately do.
I'm sure they will.
With their
utilize the
partnership.
same talent.
But to my point, Penn, it doesn't really have that stature, right? That national brand. People are a lot less familiar with regional casinos than they are with a heritage brand like ESPN, who's been building that up in the sports world since the 1970s. They're the first one. That's why a network like FS1, Fox Sports secondary sports only channels, they struggle to tap into that market that ESPN's had a stranglehold on forever. That's why you would want to make a deal. And it's almost ironic now that ESPN is going to choose to go with someone like DraftKings because everybody knows DraftKings and FanDuel, probably 1 and 2 when it comes to sports gambling on an app interface. That's what their brains are automatically thinking. So why not make a deal with them? DraftKings isn't going to switch up their logo or their icon. You're not going to see some ESPN version of DraftKings. It will just be that.
And Penn played this poorly. They first got involved, bought Barstool, thought that was going to be, people like this, let's buy it. Okay. Then they didn't figure out how to monetize it. They lost a ton of money on that, sold it back to Portnoy for $1.
Crazy.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Sold it back to Portnoy for $1. They were losing so much money. They said, ESPN, that will turn the tide. The reality is ESPN is not in that space. They were not in that space. DraftKings, FanDuel did it better. And unless you blow people away with a tremendous user experience that you're not going to get someplace else, which they weren't, you're not going to be successful. And now the rumor is, because what was the deal they were getting from Penn? They were getting $150 million a year from Penn. So they got 2 years of that, plus I'm sure a payout to get out of the contract. And the rumor is that this DraftKings deal pays ESPN $200 million a year.
Yeehaw. They like that.
Look, from a branding standpoint, I can see how you'd say, this was a total disaster for ESPN. But it really, from a money standpoint, wasn't.
They need it too. Helps them pay some of the sports contracts that they have to be successful.
Right. And actually, they got some bad news this week. ESPN did. I'm going to tell you what that is coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should avoid westbound 5th Avenue between 670 and Nelson Avenue. That's currently closed due to an accident. And we've got some holdup due to a crash if you need to travel southbound Cleveland Avenue, Community Park Drive. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's honors verified military members, veterans, and their spouses this Veterans Day and every day with 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. Thank you for your bravery and service. Verify today at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
If your garage door is about as reliable as gas station sushi, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fixed awful garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. Oh no, I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my two best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Columbus. Good. GLakesHyundai.com.
What's better than giving a gift everyone wants? Getting free gas and groceries by earning perks on gift cards purchased at Giant Eagle, Market District, and GetGo. Choose from hundreds of gift cards to make everyone merry this holiday season, from the biggest retailers and best brands, all while earning you free gas and groceries. Stop in our stores for bonus perk offers on gift cards. Give the gift everyone wants, and get a little something for yourself, too. The holidays are magical at Giant Eagle, Market District, and GetGo.
With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey there, you've got a ton of equity in your home. You're sitting on a gold mine. You could do so much with all that cash, like travel, invest it, or pay off debt. But you can't touch it unless you sell your home. But you really don't want to move. And besides, homes are sitting on the market a long time these days. You're trapped, right? Not with TrueHold. With TrueHold, you can cash out your equity in as little as 30 days. But listen, you don't have to move. You can stay in the home you love as a renter. That's TrueHold's Sell and Stay program. Cash out your entire home's value and stay put. TrueHold even covers property taxes, property insurance, and essential repairs. Imagine using that equity to travel, invest, or pay off debt, and you can stay in your home. It's brilliant, especially in this slow market. Get your all-cash offer now. Call 1-855-300-9993. Again, that's 1-855-300-9993, or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's TrueHold.com.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS TV reports.
Haley Kirby reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton. ONN affiliate WKYC TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Protect your liver and give it the support it deserves with Active Liver from New Nordic. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine in the forecast today and significantly cooler with less wind. Daytime highs will be in the mid to upper 50s. And then for tonight, not as chilly overnight with partly cloudy skies and our lows in the upper 30s to low 40s. Scattered showers and some storms in our forecast for Friday. It'll be breezy again with daytime highs topping out in the low 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
It is a too hot Thursday. We'll also go around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg coming up at 3:30. We try and keep things as light as humanly possible on this show. Sometimes we just can't avoid it. I saw that Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealon dies in an apparent suicide. He was involved in a police chase, fled the vehicle. When they found him, it looked like he had shot himself. I urge, I'm sort of known as the mental health guy, even though that's a title I don't really care for. But, I encourage you to go watch the latest Common Man's Basement show. Go on YouTube and search for Common Man's Basement. It's brought to you by our friends at the Lion's Den, where I have a little analogy that I made over there to the point where I'm out and about with my daughter this weekend, and somebody stops me and says, "Hey, Common Man, anchovies." And I said, "Oh, yeah, and you got to cook with the anchovies."
The
All right.
anchovies analogy.
If you don't know what that is, I suggest that you go and watch The Basement Show. If you know someone who struggles with depression, it may help them. May not. I don't know. What the hell do I know? But I also know that there are times in your life where you feel like it's so dark that you're never going to see anything again, and that it's better just to get the hell out. And that's always the wrong move. When I turn the lights out every single night, it is so pitch black in my room. But then as I sit in there for a while in the darkness, your eyes acclimate. You can start to see again. And sometimes you don't realize that. You can't see that because that dark is so thick. You think you're never going to get out, right? But I always hear alcoholics talk about one day at a time, drug addicts, one day at a time. And that's no different than those of us who suffer depression. One day at a time. Maybe you can't see anything today. You can't even see your hand. It's so dark where you are. Your eyes will acclimate. Doesn't mean it's not going to get dark again, but there's always a solution. Suicide never is. That's my little plea to you, that I know exactly how it feels. That's never a way out. So I feel utterly sad for his family, his teammates, everybody today. This is a former second-round pick, young guy, active
Second
player.
year? Didn't he just
on the
he
roster?
just scored a touchdown?
Yeah.
Teddy, didn't he just score a touchdown? The blocked punt,
Yeah, the
and he
blocked
recovered
punt, he
it?
recovered
Yeah.
from the touchdown Monday night.
I want to make the point, too. There are plenty
It's
of
not
people
about football,
who
though.
we never hear of that kill themselves every single day, that can't see their way out of the dark. But this is an example that I can give you, a real-time example in the sports world that I can give you.
No, you're one of the reasons why I started going to my wife, too, because she's always been a proponent of it. And it's not that I never was. I mean, but to go and just talk to a therapist on a regular basis.
Well, hanging out with me every single day really sends you right to the therapist.
It does it. You work long enough. I mean, everybody has a cross to bear, right? I don't think there's anyone in this world that doesn't go through some kind of struggles in their life. That is what living is all about. It is a struggle. It is hard. And yes, some of us suffer differently than others, but there's always stuff that you have to work and battle through. And, finally 2 years ago, approximately, started going regularly, and it's helpful. It's helpful. Like that's my ploy. Check it out. Like even just talking to someone that isn't one of your close friends or family members, because there's just a different type of way you can unload and get things off of your chest. It winds up being beneficial in the long run.
And if somebody does, by the way, check in with people. If you know that somebody's going through a tough time, check in with people, right? And it doesn't have to be that you have all the answers, because I know a lot of people don't check in. They don't do that because they feel like they're not equipped to give advice. You don't have to give advice. You can just sit there and listen. Like, oh, man, that sucks. You want to talk about it? And just sit there and listen. Maybe you have no advice to give whatsoever.
Listening is such a powerful tool, isn't it?
Absolutely. Just knowing that there's somebody there to listen to you.
Sometimes with our friends, it always feels like we're trying to one-up everybody and have a better point or have a better story. And you sometimes forget that someone just needs to know that their problems are heard and the things that they're going through matter to somebody else.
It's not just,
and
hey, it's just like turn that frown upside down. No, I'm not talking about that. It's like
that
you said, really
sucks. It's like you said, that kind of phrase, I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks. Is there anything that I can do to help you? Things like that. Let a person know that you care. This is a really sad story, and thoughts go out to his family.
Turns out Monday Night Football not being on YouTube TV, kind of a big deal. I was looking at the ratings. This is just television ratings now. Now, I'm sure people got, rabbit ears or got on some streaming things and got around it.
Oh, but Tyvis's little cheat system.
Yeah.
Has bees on bees and all the other good stuff.
He's watching all the good pornography for free.
He's got it all. He's got the tools.
But the Monday Night Football audience was down 21.4% from the same week last year. Of course, ABC and ESPN blacked out on YouTube TV because they're having a big carriage dispute with Disney. I mean, if you want to talk about just from a television standpoint, how much of a difference it makes, 21.4%, that's quite the deal, Timmy.
Well, Teddy and I were talking too. I mean, I've been a YouTube TV customer, and it's really frustrating. It's annoying. Obviously, I could switch, right? I mean, but then I felt like I was spending half of my Saturday and Sunday fiddling around on my smartphone, looking at different plans of different services, and then not finding out what hidden fees are there. Sometimes it's just a nuisance, right? As a customer. Sure, I could switch. They say that you can cancel this stuff at any time, but it's a convenience factor. It's a who wants to do that, and you are not serving YouTube TV. You're not serving your customers when you do something like this, when you can't make a deal. And ESPN, you're certainly not serving your audience, right? By telling them that they have to go and jump through hoops and, just so you know, you can sign up for the ESPN Unlimited. It's only $30 a month, and then you get all that. Well, I don't want to go, leave my TV service and then go. You talk about this all the time. It's why you're the one that still has a satellite dish outside with wired-in DirecTV.
I'm that guy.
But you know what?
I got a landline,
It's not like DirecTV is not immune to having their contract come up, and then they'll
actually,
still
a couple
have
years
disputes.
back, we didn't have Channel 10.
Channel 10.
The station that I worked for.
Right.
We didn't have Channel 10 for 5 months.
They had a Tegna dispute.
Absolutely.
Right? This will happen. It will go around, but I laugh because you could see this coming. You can't whine about this. You can't complain about this.
Yes, we can.
No.
We can whine.
I'm talking about ESPN.
Oh, that's fine. No, they don't whine.
Yeah, when you see these numbers, you can't whine. YouTube TV can't whine about losing customers. There was 10 million customers? Teddy and I were looking at the numbers. I think that's way short. It feels like way more people for a national TV service, because a lot of the cable networks that offer streaming now, when you cut the cord, they're regional, but so many people are using YouTube TV. I like their interface and how easy it is, but if this goes too long, they have the college football playoff. Playoffs? What am I going to do in late December?
It's not going to go that far.
It better not, or there will be no customers
let me say
left.
something. You see numbers like this, it's almost like the government shutdown. Now they're talking about, shutting airports down or reducing capacity.
Yeah.
Once you really start to get in the muck, where it's like, oh, now this is affecting me because it's taking me longer to get through TSA. Well, damn it, I'm going to call my congressman. You better do something.
Yeah. They're going to make a deal. Oh, you know what? They're going to meet in the middle somewhere.
You see, go figure.
Imagine that.
I know for a lot of people, that's weakness. Stand for your principles. Now, sometimes you have to get in the middle and make a deal.
That's what you do.
That's where we are.
It's negotiating.
Around the Big Ten with our guy, Adam Rittenberg from ESPN, coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some slowdown due to an accident that's in the right lane on westbound 5th Avenue at 670. Emergency crews are on scene, adding to the holdup. And we've got a 5-minute holdup on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here. After retiring from professional football, I never expected that me, Bobby, I'd have low testosterone. So I went to my friends over at Affinity. I got my labs done, and now I've been on a testosterone replacement plan with Affinity for 8+ years. Best of all, they've supplemented it with peptides and lots of other great products. Learn why me and thousands of men trust the experts at Affinity to feel their best. Get more energy, better workouts, feel like yourself again. And do not waste another day. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com today.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man and Timmy present Around the Big Ten with ESPN's Adam Rittenberg.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
Our guy, Adam Rittenberg, covers all things college football for ESPN. He joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, my friend.
Hello, fellas. How we doing?
Oh, fantastic. Good. We have our first look at the college football playoff rankings. A lot of conversation. Ohio State's number 1, Indiana's number 2, and Texas A&M number 3. The last of the undefeateds from the big boy conferences. Do you think that the playoff rankings are where they should be? I know that some people think that Texas A&M should be number 1. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you could probably order the top 3 any way that you wanted, but I don't have a huge problem with Ohio State, being number 1 as definitively as they have looked really in all areas. They have a win against Texas that seems to be getting better by the week, with Texas up to number 11 in the rankings. And, if Michigan can win out, that's going to be a top 20 win potentially for Ohio State. So, again, A&M has been really impressive, but they also were very fortunate, I think, to win that Notre Dame game. They have a win against Arkansas that was in the 40s that wasn't really impressive if you look at where Arkansas is. They have a single-digit win against Auburn. Ohio State doesn't really have any of those other than the Texas game. So I think that should matter to a degree, but I get the analytics argument that maybe A&M should be 1 or 2 instead of at number 3. Indiana is another team, too. I mean, I still think there's a bit of a brand issue with Indiana. They're leading the nation in points margin just like they were for much of last year. Their win against Illinois still resonates in my mind, the 10-point win at Oregon, and the win at Iowa, which is another quality win.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can rise up the list, too.
And that's the thing, Adam, too. Indiana is kind of rising above that low football brand stature with what they did last year, and that they've just been so good, and they have all those quality wins that you speak of and pretty good game control, too. Now, if I gave you the schedule that Indiana has left, they've got road games against Penn State and Purdue. So, again, on paper, not that interesting, but still going on the road. And Penn State, you think, is going to play hard. They host Wisconsin. Ohio State has 3 where they'll be massive favorites, but then Michigan. Which team are you watching more closely before they would get to a possible Big Ten title game?
Well, I think Indiana, some of the injuries are mounting up, and we saw this late last year. They had a key offensive line injury. Their starting offensive guard, Drew Evans, will be out again this week. We'll see if they can get Aiden Fisher, the first-team All-Big Ten linebacker. He was in uniform at Maryland, didn't end up playing. Sounds like he's close to returning. Elijah Surratt had that hamstring injury, so they're down potentially one of their top receivers again for this game against Penn State. So I think if they get through Penn State, it's hard to see them losing to Wisconsin or Purdue. I know Purdue's a rivalry game, and Barry Odom still has those guys playing hard, but without Devin Mockabee for the rest of the season, and just the way that Sig's team has just obliterated inferior opponents, I think if Indiana wins this week against Penn State, you can pretty much book them in Indianapolis at 12-0.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg here on The Fan. I've seen some hot takes from people out there, and the Heisman campaign just starting to ramp up, and the schools have their promotional arms behind it. And, Julian Sayin is a guy that's getting a lot of press. The popular, I would say popular, I've seen some opinions out there from people saying there's no way he should be considered because every quarterback you throw into that system puts up great numbers, and he's throwing to the best wide receivers that college football has to offer. Do you subscribe to that theory?
Well, I do think he the way that he has emerged and developed has been really impressive. I mean, I'm just going to say it. They were babying him at the start of the season, and I understand why. You don't want to have a young quarterback make a mistake, a critical mistake or two in a game like Texas, and you lose a game that you have control of. But I think they've given him more freedom as the season's gone along, and he's earned it. I also will add this. I think it's very, very difficult to push multiple Heisman contenders on the same team. I just haven't seen that work out well in terms of one of those guys winning the Heisman. So I know Ohio State's trying to do right by Julian and Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate's maybe been more impressive than either of them. But that normally doesn't work. I remember Wisconsin did that one year with Monty Ball and Russell Wilson, and they both had tremendous seasons, but neither of them walked away with a Heisman. But I do think Julian and what he's done, it merits closer examination. I don't know how much credit he's going to get until that Michigan game, but if he goes out there and plays one of his best games in Ann Arbor, followed by one of his best games against Indiana in the Big Ten championship, and Heisman voters do what they're supposed to, which is wait till the very last minute to cast their ballots, he will have a real opportunity at winning the award.
Adam Rittenberg is talking some Big Ten football with us. Now, when we look at the 3:30 time slot on Saturday, big opportunity for one of those teams that just cracked the top 20, and that's Iowa as they host Oregon. What do you see shaking down in this game?
Yeah, I'll be there, and I'm really interested to see both of these teams. I saw Oregon a little bit when they were here at Northwestern, but not the full game. Haven't seen Iowa yet. And I was talking with Kirk Ferentz yesterday just about his defense, which I was a little worried about, guys, after that Rutgers game where they gave up 28 points. It just didn't feel like the normal Iowa defense. And then a month later, you look up, and they're in the top 5 in pretty much every meaningful category. He really attributed it to several first-time starters, guys who have really emerged on that side of the ball. Zach Lutmer at defensive back. They've had a couple of other guys in that back seven. TJ Hall's been really good at cornerback. But then he also said, hey, this is probably the best collection of talent on offense that we've seen all season, and that includes Indiana, pointing to the offensive linemen at Oregon, the multiple running backs and receivers that they use. Dante Moore is obviously a really talented quarterback. So, and then weather likely a factor, going to rain mostly throughout that game with temperatures dropping. So that should favor Iowa. And you look at the Iowa offense and you wonder how they can be a team where they are and ranked where they are, but they don't make a lot of mistakes. And Mark Gronowski runs the ball into the end zone, and they're kind of holding up on that side of the ball. So it'll be really interesting. But certainly if that game gets into the high 20s and 30s, it's going to favor Oregon.
There was what turned out to be a BS story that Mike Locksley was getting fired this week. He's still the head coach at Maryland, but you and I have talked about this before. At what point does that BS story become reality?
Well, again, I think it's more so how much confidence Maryland has in a coach who kind of has shown you who he is. And I hate to say I really like Locks, but Locks has been a guy that wins early games and then falls apart as the season goes along. And how, it's a new athletic director in Jim Smith. They're trying to turn a page in terms of how they run their program. How much patience does he have? And then also looking at the overall coaching cycle, do you want to enter this particular year where there's so many jobs that are open, and where do you fall in terms of the candidates? It seems like a lot of the candidates are re-signing with their original schools. So how strong is your plan to go out and replace Mike Locksley? The one thing that he has on his side, Malik Washington looks really good as a young quarterback, and they have a very strong recruiting class coming in. And that's never been the problem at Maryland. Talent's not the issue for them. It's performance. I do think you have to let this play out in the month of November. And if he can show you a little bit of progress, I just think there's so many jobs that are open. You have to run it back with Locks for one more year.
Adam, we always appreciate it, my friend. Enjoy Iowa City. We'll talk to you next week.
You bet. Thanks, fellas.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. I want to talk about that game. 3:30 on Channel 10.
Big game he's going to there.
Number 9, Oregon at number 20, Iowa. You know, Oregon has their one loss. They lost to Indiana at home, but this would be, I think, a little bit of a surprise if Oregon goes on the road and loses this game. The current line is Oregon by 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, the way that the Ducks struggled against Wisconsin at home really gets you thinking, doesn't it? Because Dante Moore and that Oregon offense, they were really cooking. They had no issues at all in their previous game when they traveled all the way across the country and hung 56 points on Rutgers. And that was their first game after that home loss to Indiana. So that might have been the one where you wondered how they responded, right? They went out there, they put up almost 60 points. Now you got to go on the road to one of the tougher places to play. They're going to be hyped up. I mean, I know they don't drink as much as they do in Wisconsin, as we just found out.
Nobody drinks as much as they do in Wisconsin, buddy.
Top 5 drinking towns, right? But Iowa, they're going to be ready to go. They'll be hopped up. They'll be juiced up. They like it a juice.
I like it a juice. All right, there's 2 things I want to do in the next segment. First of all, I want to get started with some Too Hot fun.
Too Hot.
It's Too Hot Thursday. Teddy's chomping at the bit. Also, I want to squash a rumor. I'm going to take it. I'm going to throw it in the trash.
Good.
That's coming up next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 from Grandview Avenue to I-70. We also have a couple-minute holdup on southbound 71 on the north side between Weber Road and 17th Avenue. This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football in King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian, there's nothing like it. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com. Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call. 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you want to walk, play pickleball, and enjoy other fun activities to stay healthy, but you can't because of bad feet? Hi, this is Mike, and the Good Feet store wants to help.
I just had difficulty walking. I tried them on in the store, and my foot felt so much better.
Do you keep buying new shoes and inserts with little or no relief?
I tried all kinds of shoes. It was the arch supports that made the difference from the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet, knees, or back problems get in the way of staying healthy and having fun.
Thanks to the Good Feet store, I bowl in 3 nights a week.
Get back to doing what you love. At the Good Feet store, we'll personally fit you at high-quality arch supports to maximize your comfort. Stop in the Good Feet store or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HindererMotorCompany.com.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show.
1-877-COLLEGE for kids. KARS
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, it's Timmy Hall for Central Ohio's most trusted and experienced group of orthopedic experts, Orthopedic One. They helped me with my hip pain, and I trust they can help you as well, because Orthopedic One is where you go to get better. So find a physician or location at orthopedic1.com.
Aaron, I'm freaking out a little that you're giving away $500 in free repairs whenever someone buys a new water heater.
When people are faced with an unexpected expense, an unexpected gift helps restore balance to the universe.
Get Eco.
ECO. How many things can our plumbers do for $500 or less?
Tons of things.
Like what?
We can repair a toilet that's not working. We can replace a hose bib, install a utility sink or a vanity, run a water line to an appliance, replace a garbage disposal.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Replace a shutoff valve, fix an exposed water leak.
What's an exposed water leak?
It's one you can see. It's not inside a wall and it's not underground.
And we're going to do these sorts of things for free just because a person buys a water heater?
Yeah, for free.
Because we're restoring balance to the universe?
Balance to the universe.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna make you cool again, HVAC technicians.
Woo, go to geteco.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click! Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Stop touching your neck. It's going to make it worse.
You see anything back here?
Yes, there's a redness.
What is this?
You got a haircut today. You probably had a little, what do they call that, the cape that they put on you?
There's that, but I swear I felt something kind of ting with the clipper, because they do a little bit of the fade up from like a 1 to the 2 on the neck.
Maybe it got a little bit of you have a little skin tag back there?
Something, yeah. I just felt it, so it is red. You can confirm.
It's red, but it's getting redder because you're touching it.
I'm not touching it. I'm touching just sort of near it and around it. I know to leave it alone. Do you have any body creams or lotions? You always have lots of nice things back there.
I don't think I have any lotions. Nicole's probably got some lotion back there.
Anything that could just sort of soothe? What about like an aloe and E? Anything like that?
There's aloe in the hand sanitizer.
Oh, that's not good.
But that's got alcohol in it. Give you a little burn.
Shit. Put that on my neck?
Can't have that.
Be burning.
All right, we're going to do some Too Hot in a second. I want to just squash something. I don't report news on this show. That's not what I do, okay? I'm a clown. I embrace it. I am the empty calories of radio. I will continue to be with no exceptions. However, there is no way in hell Urban Meyer called up Penn State and said, hey, I'm really interested in becoming your next football coach. And they said, nah, we're going to pass. we don't think you can handle NIL.
Yeah,
there is no freaking way. And I'm not an apologist for Urban, all right? If he massages someone's cracky, I will make fun of him like the rest of them. But there is no freaking way. These Penn State people, they can tell themselves that they're a big-time job. The reality is Indiana's coach has turned you down, essentially, by signing an extension. SMU's coach has turned you down by signing an extension. Jesus.
Rhett Lashley?
Yes, LaRue.
You can't get Rhett Lashley to get over there.
Matt Rule has essentially turned you down by signing an extension. Why the hell you'd want him anyway? Urban Meyer is not calling you, and you are not rebuffing Urban Meyer, a man who won 3 national championships.
No.
Just because you would have an opportunity to stick it to Ohio State. He didn't call. He doesn't want it. And by the way, I also have no doubt at all that Urban Meyer could navigate NIL. What the hell are we talking about? Urban Meyer can't navigate NIL.
So you mean to tell me you don't believe that Zach Gelb has all the answers on this story?
No, I don't.
Zach Gelb is,
and he's the guy with the report.
Right with Urban Meyer going to Penn State.
He's
that they've
digging
talked
his
and they
heels
can talk again.
He's digging his heels. Urban's done. He's finished. That Jacksonville job was the end of that.
Well, I guess this is what this was the last thing that old Gelby said after, things with Urban and Penn State aren't going to materialize, is that when they talk again, it would only be to advocate for Brian.
Who's Brian Hartline?
Brian Hartline.
What does that have to do with it?
No, I mean,
the original story
have
was
anything to do with Urban Meyer going there,
right? Urban Meyer called, said,
I'm wrong about
I'm
this.
interested in your job," and Penn State rebuffed.
It's a good little cover, because you would think when you look at all these chess pieces out there, if they're not going to get Kurt Cignetti, that was gone a long time ago. Matt Rule had the connection there. Not going to get Matt Rule. Some of these other big fish that are out there, but Brian Hartline is the outside choice who hasn't run a program yet.
Out.
No, I'm not either. But this could wind up being one of the plays for Penn State to go all in.
That's fine. Hey,
on a guy like that who hasn't run his own ship yet.
Don't backtrack. All right, your initial report was Urban was interested in the job and Penn State wasn't interested in him, and that report was wrong. You can pivot all you want to Urban's now going to advocate for Brian Hartline. This is a bunch of crap. He may. But your initial story was wrong, and you're stupid. You lose. Good day, sir.
Here's what Urban said. Who's the guy again? My phone started blowing up. Who are you? Who are you with?
Who are you?
He said, yeah, I gave him credit, and he has two sources that said I met with the senator. We became friends. Rob, you were there with Dave McCormick when we covered a Penn State game, and I stayed in touch with him. We had breakfast in the Capitol. We talked politics, Mark. And then there's another one. He said the source says that I had conversations with Penn State about the NIL, and I didn't know how to handle the NIL or so. So first of all, that never happened. He said, how do we get the two sources on our show here? Can we invite the two sources? It cracks me up when people sit at whatever and make a story up, man. Yeah.
You lose. You sold the gobstopper. What? Gobstopper?
The gobstopper. The everlasting gobstopper.
You sold it to Slugworth.
Just love how that grandfather was just sick in the bed, and then when he had a chance to go to the chocolate factory, he pops up like a spring chicken and is ready to just do all of life's experiences.
Are we really supposed to believe? I know it's a movie, all right? It's a kid's movie. I enjoy it. I've seen it about 1 million times.
I don't enjoy it that much.
Are we really supposed to believe that all four of them were just in the bed for 20 plus years? They never got up. They're just crapping and pissing all in that bed. The poor mom has to change them. Imagine what that smells like in there.
What were the adult diaper situations like back then?
They didn't have any adult diapers back then.
Disgusting.
What did you do? What did
you do?
Get a pan.
Was it just a cloth? And you just had to discard the cloth? Or you couldn't discard cloths. That's too expensive. You have to keep washing them and washing them and washing them and putting them back.
There's no way that would have been real.
No. I'd just kick them out.
I just want to say, you got a movie where a girl becomes a blueberry, and we're focused on the hyper-realism
of the family dynamic.
The old people in the bed.
Well, that is the dumbest part. Well, they have a nice brass bed frame there, too.
Was it brass?
I think it was oak.
You're turning violet.
That was the part that creeped me out the most, though. Getting stuck in that tube. I couldn't do that movie.
That was Augustus who got stuck in the tube.
Augustus, yeah.
He was the fat kid that got stuck in the tube.
The gal that blew up like the blueberry, but
Violet.
It was Augustus. Augustus who got stuck in that tube.
Well, he couldn't control himself.
I'm not claustrophobic.
He's drinking the chocolate water.
It was a bad move.
Willy Wonka's like, you're tainting the whole thing.
It's disgusting.
Augustus, you're tainting it.
They had to suck out all the chocolate.
You like the juice?
I get you my juice, yes.
Teddy, can we do some Too Hot? I mean, you're just taking the day off over there. My God.
Maybe next hour.
You want to do something?
Maybe we will.
All right, top of the hour. Let's do some Too Hot. Because I'm tired of carrying you on my back. All right? Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic on westbound 270 on that North Outer Belt from Westerville to Cleveland Avenue. And there's a couple-minute delay on southbound 315 from Kinnear Road to Town Street. This report is sponsored by MedVet. Pet emergencies don't wait, and neither does MedVet. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year. From sudden injuries to serious illness, their expert teams are always ready for emergency and specialty care. Visit medvet.com to find your nearest hospital. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor, as always, is Dr. Brian Galoni. Doc, let's talk injuries. Jaden Daniels, Washington Commanders quarterback, dislocated elbow. What does a dislocated elbow look like, and what do they have to do to get him right?
Well, first of all, when you dislocate a joint, you can't do that without tearing some major ligaments, maybe even breaking bones. He had his x-ray done. They're saying, well, the x-ray's normal. Well, the x-ray's just looking at bones. So somehow he was able to dislocate that elbow without breaking anything that we know of in the elbow, but he certainly tore the ligaments, and that's going to require a lot of work to get that thing back in alignment, get everything secured again, and start rebuilding his strength.
And then the Vikings running back Aaron Jones, he's got an AC joint sprain. He is listed as day-to-day. We've seen quarterbacks kind of play through an AC joint sprain. Joe Flacco recently did this, but you're running back and you've got to use your shoulder. You got to lower your shoulder and run into people. That's a little tougher to deal with, I would presume, right?
Yeah, so that AC joint is where your collarbone comes out to your shoulder and joins the shoulder bone out there. Really a common way to injure it, falling on the side of your shoulder. And, the extreme of that is breaking your collarbone. Obviously, you didn't do that. And there's different degrees of strain. We've talked about that with some other type of injuries in the joints. So a little first-degree sprain is just a little disruption. Certainly, you could play through it depending on your position. As you get more and more tears where that bone joins the shoulder, you get more of a severe AC sprain. Those get more painful, take longer to heal up. So just a matter of the degree of the injury, as well as what you use it for. You're right. Lowering your shoulder and plowing into somebody, that's not going to work on with an AC strain.
Great info, Doc, as always. We appreciate it. We'll talk again next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anybody. Like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through December 1st, get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander, including hybrid models, with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get Toyota Care, 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The wait is over. AC/DC's Back Live Power Up Tour, July 15th. Ohio Stadium with the Pretty Reckless. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. July 15th, Ohio Stadium. Don't miss AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Tyler Danberg. Number 1 Ohio State visits 2-7 Purdue Saturday at 1. The Boilermakers are led by quarterback Ryan Brown, whose style of play is something head coach Ryan Day will keep an eye out for.
He's mobile and he makes a lot of plays, and some of them are designed, others are sort of off schedule, and that's one of the things that we got to make sure that we're aware of in this game is his style of play and not let him hurt us.
Purdue has also used former Arkansas quarterback Malachi Singleton. In the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders visit the Denver Broncos tonight at 8:15. And just days after being traded from the New York Jets for 2 first-rounders, Indianapolis Colts corner and former Cincinnati Bearcat Sauce Gardner was cleared from concussion protocol and is expected to play Sunday versus the Falcons in Berlin. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Awaken 180 wants to thank Columbus by offering $500 off every new program now through Thanksgiving. Awaken180weightloss.com.
A show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
I want to tell you and you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. You know, the summer's over. We're well into fall. We're heading towards the winter. We want to make sure that we're revved up where we need to be.
See, we got perhaps some snow flurries coming next week.
Snow flurries?
Oh, man.
Well, how about a little shot of lightning for you to help you out with that cold weather?
Right in the
and all
ace.
This early darkness. Quick shots in the ace make you right. You know, I'm talking about low testosterone, or low T, as they call it in the biz. How many of you guys that are in your late 20s, 30s, heading towards your 40s have felt some of this stuff? Decreased energy, that brain fog, low sex drive, bad sleep patterns.
This is me right here.
Unproductive workouts. That's all because of low testosterone. So go to tristatemenshealth.com. Take the low T quiz.
Hey, I get a juice?
They'll give you the. I give you the juice.
They give you the juice. You wanted the juice? I give you the juice.
I tell you what, these guys got juice for days back there. So like I said, go to that website, take the quiz, that first appointment, $99, the consult TMPSA test. If you sign up for testosterone treatment, you sign up for the juice. The day of the appointment, your visit is free. Tri-State Men's Health.
You like the juice, eh?
I like the juice very much.
By the way, this is just another thing that we do. We just get obsessed with little stupid things that no one else knows about.
Obsessed
with breasts?
Yeah, yes.
No. Well, yes, but no. It was an SNL sketch. What was this? What do you think it was? 93? Something like that?
Yeah. I mean, it had to be Seinfeld era because Jason Alexander was the host. So
it was 93, early 90s, something like that. And the entire thing is Jason Alexander and Mike Myers are eating a gyro.
They're at Hub's Gyros. Great little gyro spot.
And Jason Alexander wants more juice.
Mm-hmm. Wants more jus or juice.
He goes up and says, can I have some more juice? And the entire sketch is just this.
You like the juice, eh?
It's Rob Schneider, and then Adam Sandler is there.
It's absurd.
And then Chris Farley is there, and they all have black hair and little thin mustaches.
And you can tell the rest of the audience hates it because nobody's really laughing at it. But Tim and I are obsessed with how stupid it is.
Oh, it's just the delivery. It's not all the time what you say. It's how you're saying it.
You like it, juice?
Too high. Sponsored by the cancer experts at Ohio Health. Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
All right, Teddy.
Juice us, Teddy.
Teddy's going to juice us up good because he gathers all the audio.
I got the juice.
Don't say that.
No, please.
Disturbing when you say it. Sound like a pedophile.
I get you the juice. He liking the juice.
Teddy's going to play us some audio. We're going to respond to the audio. We've never heard it before. We don't know what it is. What do you got, Teddy?
All right, first off, I have my good friend, Tyvis Powell. He was on Rothman and Ice, and they were chatting about how, and we discussed this, how he got the jersey from the Blue Jackets there last week. There's a follow-up that you can probably talk about later on. But this was, Rothman asking about that jersey. So here we go.
They walk in a personalized Jackets jersey for you the other day, just out of the blue?
Wait a minute. That bothers you?
I just want to know how that happens.
Well, see, the thing is this. So my producer, Dylan Gonzalez, shout out to Dylan, one of the best producers at 97 Wonder Fan. Of course, not as good as Cole Bertimes or Panama Ted, but, that's another story for another day. But Cole Dylan actually...
Is that a compliment? You just said, wait a minute. You said your producer's one of the best, but he ranks third out of 3.
Yeah, you gotta pay homage to the people that was there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's legends in that building.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark the Shark. Wherever he at in his life. I can't believe that he actually retired on me for real. I thought he was joking. But anyway, back to Dylan. Dylan works for the Columbus Blue Jackets and does some radio stuff there. So he actually made a phone call for me to get that personalized jersey. So without Dylan, I wouldn't have gotten it.
So I just want to point out the piece of audio that you've started the segment with today is a compliment for you. Tyvis calling you, Teddy, a legend.
Well, he basically...
I guess so.
He complimented every producer here at the station except for Ryan Baker and Jacob Reimer. Everyone else was on the list.
Sounds about right.
What about old CB?
Hey, Ted?
Yeah.
He's not producing anymore.
No, he's past that.
He's back there.
He's like emeritus. Is that what they call that now?
He's soldering.
Producer emeritus.
He's
soldering. Soldering. He's into soldering.
Hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
You like it, dude.
You like the juice, eh?
I heard Bone got a jersey, though.
Yeah, let me tell you something. So they come in a couple weeks back, and they bring Tyvis a customized jersey, like the real thing. His name's on the back. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, as he just talked about in the clip there.
Right? Oh, hey, here you go. And they bring Bone nothing.
So Dylan made the call to get Tyvis the jersey, but he didn't make the call to get Tyvis and Bone the jersey.
I have no idea what Dylan said, what Dylan did. All I know is the Blue Jackets came in. They brought Tyvis a jersey. They give T-Bone nothing. And I've heard from a lot of you saying, well, I don't make jerseys that big. Well, I don't care. Then you have the biggest jersey that you got, whether T-Bone fits in it or not. That's his problem.
What do you mean they don't make jerseys that big? They sell jerseys on the internet of all sizes.
Not the
fat
real
people to wear jerseys.
Not the real authentic ones like they have down there.
You can click on the authentic options. They'll make them in big sizes for you.
My point is, you don't come with a gift for one host and then give the other host nothing. That's rude. And
so you shamed him into submission.
I did. It's a classless move, Columbus Blue Jackets. And so Don Waddell came in today. And I don't know who had to run back with their tail tucked between their leg, but brought T-Bone the jersey that they should have brought him 2 weeks ago. Good. I'm glad that I shamed the Jackets into bringing T-Bone a jersey. The man needs a jersey.
Here's one thing that I now know. You are not getting a jersey.
I got one last year.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, well,
remember, I got a Matthew Olivier jersey.
Rimmer brought
signed.
You. Yeah. Rimmer brought you a jersey.
I shamed them into bringing me something.
Well, no, I think that was just Rimmer. I think that was him.
He didn't do it.
Yeah, he did. He went and talked to his good friend,
All right,
Matthew.
What do you want from them? I'll get you anything you want. Teddy, you want to ride on the Zamboni?
Oh, sweet.
Let's shame them into that.
Okay. Sounds
Let
good.
Teddy ride on your Zamboni. What's the matter with you?
I'm a good boy.
Look at this man. He's the producer extraordinaire here at the Fan. Even Tyvis respects his game, and Tyvis has nothing to do with him. Let the man ride the Zamboni.
He doesn't. He don't want to ride the Zamboni. He wants to play goalie.
Yeah, can you get me?
He's a clean boy. Wash your own damn sheets.
If Jet and Elvis is hurt, there's your emergency goaltender right there.
Could have used you last night.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, poopy.
First minute of the game.
Yeah, that was just a
poopy.
bad start, and I don't think the rest of the game looked as bad as the score, but it was a crappy start. You can't go down on the road 2-0 in the blink of an eye. That sucked.
All right, Teddy, what else you got?
Okay, now that previous cut mentioned like some producer power rankings. Well, that question apparently came up on the morning show with T-Bone and Tyvis. And my good friend T-Bone here and Tyvis, they talk about producer power rankings. Let's give it a listen.
Do we have any more from the YouTube chat, Dylan? Did you see
one more? A couple people want to know, and so do I. Your official 97.1 The Fan producer power rankings.
Okay. Oh, great. Let's go.
Panama Ted, Ryan Baker, Dylan, Cole Reimer.
I think that's fair. Ted actually is probably like, oh, man, I don't need to be at the top. Like, that's how Ted's like, so he's like, you don't have to put me up there. That's fine. No, for what it's worth, like, Dylan, you do a great job. All of our producers here that I've worked with do a great job. Except for Timmy. When he was our producer, he was trash. And he admits that he was trash. But, like, when I tell you that, like, people don't know how Panama Ted is literally you walk into a show, they could grab you off the street, and if you got Panama Ted's prep, you could do a show. I'm not saying you would be as good as some of the other hosts here, or like Common Man or whatever. I'm saying you could find your way through a show if Panama Ted was sitting back and be like, oh, man, you got this, buddy. You're fine. And then he just, like, hand you another story, and you're like, all right.
Let me get this straight.
That's good.
So you have two clips today that you played us.
It's just
both of them were essentially a love letter to you.
Were they?
I like how Bone's like, oh, man, Ted doesn't care. Yes, you care.
I don't.
That's why
yes,
you picked these.
Care.
That's why you selected these clips.
Well, you hadn't heard them, so I thought I'd play them.
I haven't heard them. I don't listen. But one thing was totally true in that. Back in the day,
garbage.
Timmy was the worst producer I ever had.
Yeah.
Worst.
Well, I'm sorry, all right?
Terrible.
Where do you think the phrase, well, we got to talking, where do you think that came from? That was for my 2.5-month stint.
You were so
producing
bad.
Common Man and T-Bone, I guess, at that time.
We had to promote you.
That's right.
It was too embarrassing to fire you.
I tell you what, that is just a straight shooter with upper management written all over him. I'm going to have to go and disagree with you.
He's a good, hardworking boy. Let him bring in your mail.
All right, more Too Hot fun. It's Too Hot Thursday. Plus, the greatest quarterback of all time is not who you think it is. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, we played Pongy.
Can I finish? I'm going to tell you who the greatest quarterback of all time is. Coming up next. Mikey Go Pee-Pee.
Pongy.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on Hague Avenue between Livista Drive and West Mills Drive. And we've got a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side from East Broad Street to 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. When Ohio builds, they build it right. Roads, bridges, schools. Strong, safe, union made. The Ohio Laborers keep communities moving with skilled hands and unwavering dedication. Build Ohio right. Build it union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we helped Tom.
Hi, my name's Tom. I've been a patient at Tri-State Men's Health, and I'm being treated for low testosterone. I didn't really notice the issue of just the energy and feeling slow in the middle of the day and waking up feeling as if I hadn't even gone to bed. When I walked into Tri-State Men's Health, I was extremely impressed from the get-go with the results of the treatment. I wake up in the morning now with clarity. I have had more energy in working out. I definitely have increased my strength. I would say that if there are men out there who experience some of the same problems that I did with inability to sleep well and waking up without feeling refreshed and having your energy flagging throughout the day, go see Tri-State Men's Health. It's changed my life and it'll change yours too.
Thanks, Tom. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman here for Germain Honda of Dublin. So what's the difference? There are other Honda dealers around. Well, Rich Newsom and his team want to earn your trust. They don't expect it, and they earn it by giving you a great price, and then they back it up after the sale. With same-day service, no appointment necessary, a great variety of brand new Hondas, and hundreds of pre-owned certified Hondas to choose from, all at the same location. Identify yours at GermainHondaofDublin.com. Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Ryan Day's Buckeyes are back on the road for a Big Ten battle with Purdue, and Drew Brees has no eligibility left.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday morning at 7:30 with the Kick at 1.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000. 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Progressive Insurance. See why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. We're looking at increasing cloud cover tonight. That'll keep temperatures mild, only falling into the low 40s and upper 30s. For Friday, expect a dry morning commute, but then rain showers, maybe a thunderstorm push through in the late morning to early afternoon. They should be gone by the evening. Dry weather expected for Friday Night Football. High temperatures, 61. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, this dumb show's brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. More Too Hot coming up in mere moments.
Too hot. Why are you just chucking bottles around the studio?
Just trying to throw it at the camera. Give the people in the YouTube chat something to see. By the way, please do join us in the YouTube chat. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live stream, and we're there every single day. And so are our friendly degenerates. Who's in the chat today? Let me see.
They like the juice, yes.
Lucille's there. She's always there. Downtown Dad's. Yep. You know, he's holding court. Rusty Rotors.
Hubert
Kevin. Davis, Vinsanity.
Yep.
They're all there. And they're friendly.
So
except
jump on
towards us, then they just yell at us all the time.
Yeah. They don't like
but
us.
I mean, to new people, they're friendly. As long as you don't come in there and say, why do I talk sports ever? Shut up.
We talk sports? Shut up. What are you talking about?
I don't want to hear it. Here, I'm going to talk sports right here. You know who the greatest quarterback of all time is? Not who you think. I'm going to tell you the most efficient.
Sammy Baugh.
Nope. I'll tell you who the most efficient quarterback of all time is. One of the biggest lies that you've been told is that numbers don't lie. Let me tell you something, friends. Yes, they do. Sometimes they lie a lot. Sometimes you look at numbers and say, that makes no sense.
Like in this case.
Like in this case. So, going into last weekend, Aaron Rodgers had the lowest interception rate in NFL history, throwing an interception on 1.4% of his passes. But we have a new career leader. In 1,873 pass attempts, there's been a guy who's only thrown 25 career interceptions. That is an interception rate of 1.3%, an all-time record. And that guy is Jacoby Brissett.
Oh!
Jacoby Brissett is the most efficient quarterback of all time. And a couple years back, you'd have dumb teams, Browns. You would have dumb teams that looked at that and said, you know what, maybe he can be our quarterback of the future, present, whatever. No, he can't. He is a good, dare I say, very good backup quarterback. He's the type of guy that you want on your roster as a solid guy who can keep you in games and keep you afloat for a couple weeks. But I just told you, if you extrapolate those numbers, think about how good he would be. No, he would not. He's limited in what he does. Now, he doesn't make mistakes, throws the ball away, takes a sack instead of makes a stupid throw down the field like Jameis Winston does. But he will never be a guy, he's never been a guy, who's actually going to go out there and really win you a football game.
You know, that's interesting you mentioned Jameis Winston because also a good backup to have, but Jameis Winston is a wild card. He can go out there and throw for 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and you might win a thriller of a football game, but that's not what you want to go into battle with every single Sunday. That's why we discussed Jameis Winston possibly being an option when the Bengals were looking for somebody else. They wound up getting the other old unk version of that guy, and that's Joe Flacco, who has demonstrated an ability to do that. But yeah, that's wild. Jacoby Brissett, 59 career touchdown passes. As you said, 25 career interceptions, the lowest interception rate now. He's had 56 starts in his NFL career with the 59 touchdown passes. So just barely over 1 touchdown pass per game. He's not too flashy. He's not doing a whole lot.
A nice career.
He's 33 years old. He's still making money.
And you know what? He could probably play to his 43 years old as a backup quarterback.
He's not really the guy that's running all over the place. What do you think a guy like him is making? He's getting probably upwards of 13, 14 mil a year, right?
I say $10 million.
As a backup?
Probably.
Yeah.
Made himself a nice living. I think he looks like Tyvis Powell.
He does have
Tyvis. If you look at him with the helmet on, I think he looks like Tyvis.
It's not a bad doppelganger. Yeah.
What do you think, Teddy? Jacoby Brissett look like Tyvis?
Well, you really want to know if he looks like Tyvis.
Well, I don't want to be accused of anything. Well, they all look the same to you, common man. No, I think he looks like Tyvis.
What's his contract? What's
Sugar Ray Leonard eats here on the house.
He signed a 2-year, only $12.5 million contract.
What a bum.
Yeah,
only making $6 million.
$6.25?
What's he going to do? I'm sure there's some incentives in there because he's starting more games now. They put Kyler Murray on IR. So Jacoby Brissett's your guy at least for the next 4 games.
Yeah, he is the guy. Over the long haul, he's made $66 million on the football field.
Let him live. All right, too hot time.
Too hot.
Teddy dazzles us every single Thursday. We sprinkle it throughout the program. What do you got, Teddy?
All right, up next, of course, Halloween was last week, and Dom joined Bo with his weekly segment there on Tuesdays, and Bo asked him how his Halloween night went because he took the grandkids out, I guess, and went out on Halloween. It's the trick-or-treating. I have a couple cuts. Here's the first one on that one.
All right.
Let me take you back to Halloween last week.
Yes, sir.
How'd it go with the grandbabies?
It was good. We were out. I did my sports live in the neighborhood.
Nice.
This gentleman, this guy is amazing. This neighbor of ours, he's got 4 zombie monsters. I mean, they're like 12 feet tall over his yard, and he's got Michael Myers standing by the door with a knife, and he's got these skeleton people sitting in I mean, it's a spooky house, and I was there. It was cool. Yeah, the grandbabies, it kind of spooked them a little bit. They're young.
Well, yeah.
A little spooky. Mike Myers standing there, you know.
I think we've almost normalized that. That's like normal. I see those 12-foot skeletons everywhere now.
Let's go toughen up. These little kids.
You know, I read something.
Entitlement to these kids.
Did you see the figure that was in the news? I saw it on a couple different sources before Halloween, that spending on that holiday rose to $13 billion.
I believe it.
Can you seriously?
Dude, when I was a kid,
$13 billion?
back when I was banging.
That's like the GDP of a lot of countries out there. That is outrageous.
If you
what we're doing there,
decorated for Halloween, like we had some little paper, like witch things that we would tape on the window. I mean, that's what we did. We decorated for Halloween, and then. Like, as I became a teenager, someone put out like a fake spider web. And we're like, oh, man, those are the Griswolds.
Oh, you know what we had?
They're crazy.
We had authentic Halloween decorations because I've got this little lamppost thing. We always have it on our front porch. It's Halloween colors, though, because it's black and orange. It's a Cincinnati Bengals lamppost. It's got a little flag. We bought it at one of these arts and crafts shows, helping them out, raising some money for Hilliard Bradley boosters, whatever. So... Spiderweb started doing its thing, and then it morphed and morphed and morphed as the month went on, and then all of a sudden, just this big, beautiful spiderweb from that lamppost to one of the windowsills.
You got a real
I just left it there.
A big tarantula on there?
Sure, yeah, just real spiders.
Dead birds in the web, just writhing, twitching.
All of that. But when we were kids, all we did at our house is we got a hay bale. We had a hay bale.
We didn't even get that.
We had a couple of pumpkins. And then the thing that my mom did later on to really spice it up is she had some sort of like $10 fake scarecrow. It was just two pieces of wood stuck together, and it had a pumpkin head. And she would put old raggedy clothes on it and make it into like a scarecrow
that's
thing.
Going all out.
That was her craftsy thing.
No.
It didn't cost anything, though. Those giant things, I saw them at the club. Did you see them in Costco when you went in?
Yeah.
They're like $600.
You know what, though? Hey.
Who's spending on these things?
People enjoy it. Go ahead, decorate.
I'd like it too. I don't know where you get the money to do it all.
They're not sending their kids to college, but they got money to decorate for Halloween. All right, what else you got, Teddy? Come on.
All right, here's the follow-up to that with Dom talking a little bit more about that. But the only reason really I'm playing this is because at the very end, Bo says something. It's real quick, and I'm playing it just because it'll probably irritate you guys.
Okay.
So that's why I have it. So listen towards the end.
Gio's pretty funny. He goes, hey, Papa Dom, I don't like Pennywise. And I go, who the hell is Pennywise? And then I look it up, and that's that
kidding.
freak. I said, how do you know about Pennywise?
Poor kid.
Have you seen that guy?
Yeah, my middle boy Beamsy was terrified of him. He's terrified of clowns.
Yeah, well,
terrified.
Yeah, I don't like him either. Although I put a scary clown on my front porch.
You did?
Yeah. Gosh, he was pretty spooky.
When your kids were young, what was the number one candy that you would steal?
Snicker bars.
They're so good in the freezer.
Oh my gosh, I can't eat them anymore, I know. But I do. I dream about a Snicker bar, and I do like Twix.
What is this world that we're living in where we're putting perfectly good candy in the freezer?
Thank you, Teddy.
We got caramel that is made for a certain viscosity. All right, room temperature caramel. It has a certain texture. Instead, you want to put a caramel thing in the freezer. You got the peanuts and the caramel, and it just rips your filling right out. What are we doing here, people?
It's worse than a Cape Cod chip. A frozen Snickers is a deadly weapon.
What are we doing with the freezer?
Why don't you just chew on a solid gold bar?
We got Jerry Martz over there doing the weather for Channel 10. All right, he takes his marshmallow Peeps and he puts them in the freezer until they're rock hard.
Never heard of the Peeps before. The Peeps was a wild one.
But you saw him do it. I'm not making it up.
No, you're not making it up. We tried them.
I don't even know what the hell that Michael Behrens is doing. What's he doing?
Oh, you don't want to know.
What's he putting in the freezer? Dead bodies?
He drives a big truck.
You gotta carry your dead bodies around.
Who's going to check?
You like it, the juice?
you like it, the juice
like
very
the
much.
Juice? All right, Ryan Day with his radio show today. You'll hear from Ryan Day coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 45-minute delay due to a crash that's blocking 2 right lanes on northbound 71 on the north side at Morse Road. Things are moving slow there from 670. And there's a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union and choose a loan amount from $1,000 to $5,000. BMIFCU.org/holiday loan.
We've all got it, you know, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know. I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Active military or veteran, planning your next career move? Start at Columbus State Community College. When employers in Central Ohio's booming advanced manufacturing industry need talent, they hire Columbus State graduates. Our engineering technology programs equip you with skills and experience to launch a high-tech career in Columbus's fast-growing fields. And our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Take the first step. Apply at cscc.edu/engineering tech.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
What did you just say to me?
I wanted to know when the last car you drove that had a CD player in the dashboard was.
It was a Lexus that I had from my good friends at Germain Lexus.
You like the juice.
I want to say the model was 2021. Yeah, I think so.
My Nissan Murano it's a 2016 and it's got a single CD player in it.
Yeah, I believe
single
it.
disc. Yeah. And it's great. We were just talking about one of the Maroon 5 albums because good, clean boy Julian saying one of his favorite songs to listen to is Sunday Morning. And I contend that Adam Levine, when he was with Maroon 5, I haven't really followed as much of his stuff since he went on to his solo career, but that Maroon 5 album came out in 2002. Banger of an album. Very, very good trash from start to finish. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, Sunday morning, rain is falling. That's the one that Julian Saying likes. Pumps him up. Even though he plays on Saturdays.
Well for me.
All right. I think it does. It's fine. Well, that CD is actually in the SUV because I don't do a lot of CDs anymore. I have my booklet from college that I have in the garage somewhere. I've kept all of my CDs. I know you have thousands of CDs.
Thousands,
and that's one of the ways that you listen to your
come
music.
on down to the man cave. I'm going to treat you right.
So it would surprise me, though, that you wouldn't want to have a CD player in Dash just as an option.
You know what, Timmy? The car manufacturers don't consult me. I actually would like a CD
you know
player.
What you do? You go off market. You go with a COS CD player. Get out of here. And then you take your interface with you when you come into work.
Got my
you got a
beautiful cars. I'm
security purposes.
Rip that all out.
Yep.
I used to have one of those.
So did I. We all
the
did.
Removable face.
Of course. What brand was yours? You had a Sony, didn't you?
No, it wasn't anything
Panasonic?
good. Actually, I think it was a Pioneer.
Pioneer was big.
Yeah.
Pioneer was big in the game.
All right, Ryan Day with his radio show today. Here is Coach talking about efficiency.
When you're efficient and you're playing like that, a 3-score game can feel like it is way out of reach, where I feel like maybe in the past it was like, okay, we're just getting started on the game, but that's how you control the game, being able to run the football When it's time to turn up the gas, we will. But I like the way we came out in the second half. I thought we were explosive. We came out, we attacked, and the guys executed well.
Go
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think the point that he was making there, rain is falling. So Indiana has just been bludgeoning teams to death on the scoreboard. And we made the point here yesterday, it's not as if Ohio State isn't beating teams the way that anyone would love to beat teams. Maybe they struggled a little bit more against Washington, but that's a damn good football team. And it was still early in the season. They were coming off a game against Ohio, had to travel all the way out there to the Pacific Northwest. And again, they're good. They're ranked even right now, late in the season. But 38-14 against Penn State, perfectly sane score to beat a team by when you're that good. Beating Wisconsin 34-0 on the road. I know what he's talking about there. You don't have to be up by 60 points to have a lot of control over how the outcome of the game is going to be.
This is an interesting one. This is Ryan Day talking about listening to player feedback throughout the game and how that sort of impacts play calling. Because, you can see some things from the sidelines. You can see some things from up in the booth. But sometimes players, they're in the action. They've got a little bit more information. Here's what Ryan Day had to say about that.
I think it's great when you have older guys that can give you really good feedback. Now, we always say, if you're going to give feedback, make sure it's accurate. Because when we get over here, I was open on that play. Okay, you want to see this? You weren't open. But we do have those type of guys on the team that, up front, hey, they're saying this, we're hearing this, they're jumping the snap count, whatever it might be. And that's a lot more of the feedback. Hey, they're making this call on the field that we can hear them make the call. You've heard Jeremiah maybe talk about some things he's heard. The guys up front, same thing. So that's kind of more of the way what it is now because we have these iPads. But when those guys can take ownership and know what we're doing, then so we always say there's really 3 levels of understanding. One is you have to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't play. Then the second level is I got to know how I'm doing it. That's my technique and that's my fundamentals and the calls and everything. And the last one is like why are we doing it? And when guys can understand why we're calling a play and what we're doing within the game and the situation, that's when you got a chance. And so I think that's what you're talking about.
They put in that play to Carnell Tate that opened up the third quarter because of what they were all discussing with what they had seen from Penn State defensively at halftime. That was not a play that was even in their playbook. How awesome is that? That's what it's all about, right? Is that as coaches or as players, you can come together based on what you have seen. And if Jim Knowles and his defense didn't look like they were going to shift things up, then go and throw something in there, throw a different route combination in there and try to beat it. They're in quarters coverage. You see some opportunities to beat them over the top. Put it into action.
I think sometimes I think coaches can overthink things where it's like, oh, he's not doubling Jeremiah Smith. I mean, he wants us to throw to him. Why? It's a trick.
Right. Like, safety's going to bleed over and try to play a deep
trick.
Ball.
He's dumb. He's stubborn and dumb. When you continue to see it, take advantage of it. And this Ryan Day coach team does that better than anybody the last 2 years.
Well, it's also, I think it builds up your players. It builds their confidence. It lets them know that
they're heard.
They're heard and that their opinions matter and that they have. You're going to tell me that Caleb Downs maybe doesn't have a brighter football mind than a lot of people that are coaching or analyzing the game? I guarantee you he does. With the way that he can quarterback that defense, and when you just sort of see the way that he is pointing to other teammates and other players and getting them in to the positions that they should be in, Sonny Styles, same type of guy. There's some really smart football players just talking about on Ohio State's defense, but offensively, yes, absolutely as well.
By the way, speaking about Ohio State's defense, I saw a thing in 11 Warriors today, and I've seen this before.
I saw this week, too. I know what you're going to say.
Every single time I see it, I think it's ridiculous.
We had a 2-year anniversary of something just the other day.
The last time referees called a holding penalty on one of Ohio State's Big Ten opponents was November 4th, 2023, when Rutgers offensive lineman Curtis Dunlap Jr. held Tyleik Williams in the Buckeyes' 35-16 win over the Scarlet Knights. It's been 2 years. 2 years.
2 years. Yeah, it was just 2 years.
2 years since an offensive line has been called for a holding penalty.
17 straight Big Ten games. 17 Big Ten games.
That is ridiculous to me.
It's obviously it's not true.
It's one of those situations
a lot of holding
where
calls and they're simply just not calling them.
Tressel would never win Coach of the Year. And it's like, well, look what he's Ohio State's coach, so why would he be Coach of the Year? I don't know, because they had the best team and he was the best coach.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not fair. It's almost like, oh, well, they're holding Ohio State. So what's Rutgers supposed to do? Well, if it's holding, call holding.
Because it doesn't make sense. It's not as if Buckeye receivers are never going to garner a pass interference penalty.
Actually,
you have to call some of those when they're egregious, and they do.
Last week against Penn State was the first time a pass interference call has been called against the defense. Not against the Buckeye defense, against the opposing defense on a Buckeye wide receiver.
Was it really?
Yes.
All season?
All season.
God, I didn't even realize that. That's how good these wide receivers have been. It doesn't even matter when they're
so
manhandled.
open, you can't grab them.
They're mostly open.
And there have been penalties called, but the penalties have been declined because the Buckeye receivers usually make the catch.
They make the catch anyway. And maybe there have been some defensive holding calls. Maybe there's been some defensive holding.
Well, I'm talking about
against
pass
the Buckeyes
interference
before the ball's
specifically
in the air. But yeah, I get you. That's crazy. That's crazy to find out. We know that they've called PIs on the Buckeye defense plenty. I mean, we have Davison Igbinosun.
Well,
yeah. He's been better. He's been better.
He has.
He's been good. He's been good.
Put the oven mitts on him. All right, Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
More audio fun with Teddy coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 670 from Neal Avenue to International Gateway. And watch out for a disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane of westbound 70's ramp to northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian, there's nothing like it. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy. Restoring classic cars. You tinker under the hood, put the keys in the ignition, and then the moment of truth. There's nothing like it.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
When it's 6 a.m. and you need a skid steer and you want to talk to an actual person about skid steers, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and hardest working equipment experts in Columbus, we can help steer you to the right skid steer at the right price right now. Tracks or wheels, diesel or gas, light, medium, or heavy duty. Plus attachments for loading, grading, digging, drilling, tilling, and trenching. No wonder the Columbus builders building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
Prepare your home for fall with Logan Services. Heating service calls are just $79. Furnace tune-ups are also only $79. And plumbing service calls are now just $79. Scheduling online is quick and easy. So visit our website now to book your appointment. A system for every home and budget with fast, friendly service from Logan Services.
Wendy's new Snickerdoodle Cookie Frosty Fusion is the perfect holiday gift. With rich Frosty and chunks of Snickerdoodle cookies, it's the one thing on everyone's list. Not mine, though. I don't need anything. Definitely don't get me a Snickerdoodle Frosty that comes in vanilla or chocolate. How would you even get it to me anyways? I mean, no, I'm totally good. Please get me one. I want one so bad. For the Frosty gift everyone's asking for, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
Morning Juice is live on YouTube. Weekday mornings starting at 6. Or on demand whenever you want it. Yeah, whenever. Bobby Carpenter's at your beck and call. And Tito's there too, you know, to clean the toilets. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Hi, it's Anthony Schlegel.
When it was time to replace my roof, friends highly recommended Newman Roofing. From the initial sales process, I was incredibly impressed by their commitment to outstanding customer service. Their 33 years of industry experience truly shine through, and it's clear why they have such an excellent reputation. I had the pleasure of meeting with the Newman family to discuss my roofing project. They presented me with several options and attentively addressed all my concerns and demonstrated a genuine care for their customers and the overall experience they provide. With family members in key roles within the company, they ensure that every customer feels confident in their decision to choose Newman Roofing. I highly recommend giving Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visiting newmanroofing.com.
Call the company you can trust, Newman Roofing, at 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
If your neighbor's Team Up North painted garage door somehow isn't the ugliest garage door on your block, we are Deluxe Door Systems. Our beautiful Clopay doors will transform your home, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man again for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got game day watch parties every Saturday, plus your chance to earn big bucks. Mikey Likey.
I like it. You can earn tier points by playing all throughout November, and on Black Friday, you can win up to $100,000.
And you good, clean boys and girls can drop off a non-perishable food item every Tuesday and win up to $5,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a new member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit. Doggies. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're kind of cute.
Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in its tighty-whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience. They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
If you got a roof on top of your house that's starting to look like crap, good news. I've got some guys that can really help you right there. My friends at Victor's Home Solutions, experts at installing top quality roofs. They can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. If you're thinking about it right now, this is what you do. It starts up with a very free and very awesome 21-point roof inspection. 21. I wouldn't have thought there were 21 different things to check out with a roof, but there are, and they are the ones that know about them. They'll tell you everything that needs to happen. So call 86-VICTORS, and they will come out. They'll set you up. They'll get that scheduled. And since nobody wants to pay high interest rates for a limited time, they are offering 5 years no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. 866-VICTORS or go online, victors.com.
You know, you and I, we both like the apparel, right?
I love a good apparel.
We waste a lot of time and money on Mitchell & Ness stuff.
I haven't splurged on Mitchell & Ness in quite some time, but since you brought it up, I'm probably going to take a peek at their website tonight.
I like the official Nike stuff, the Ohio State Nike stuff. There is a company, Pro Standard.
Oh, what brought you on to Pro Standard?
Their website is teamprostandard.com.
Oh, they have thick patches, thick embroidery.
Some of it is a little loud for me, but it is. I bought a couple of their pieces, got them this week.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You wearing tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. No, tomorrow I got a new tracksuit for you tomorrow.
What's the White Sox stuff? You got a new tracksuit?
New tracksuit.
How long have you had it?
Just a couple weeks.
Ooh.
Velvet.
A velvet tracksuit.
Velvet. And you know who else is coming in tomorrow?
Bob Capace.
Bob Capace. And he's going to hit your car.
You better park on the other side of the building, my friend.
Actually,
he's coming for you.
You should want Bob Capace to hit your car again, because if he hits your car again, he's just going to give you a sack of diamonds.
No, I'm getting Justin Jefferson's platinum chain.
Richard Jefferson.
Look at the White Sox tab.
No, I bought a White Sox one. I bought a White Sox one. I bought a Buckeye one, and I bought a Chicago Bears one.
Are you okay? I know you don't like the 80s graphic that they had, the 80s style logo,
the White Sox
like the
logo?
Harold Baines era.
It's not that I don't like it. I feel like it's overused.
Okay.
That's my problem with it.
Do you like the earlier days where it's got the O and the X in between the S. Like that's back in the 19-teens, 1920s.
Yeah,
I think
no,
that's
I
the
like that.
Chicago
That's a nice
Black Sox
classic
Shoeless
look.
Joe look.
Yeah.
They have a white, I don't know if that's the one
I
you
saw
bought.
it. No, I didn't
they
buy that.
They have the white hoodie that has sort of the black and silver on the cuffs and the waistband.
You don't think
looks
that's
very
too,
nice.
You don't think it's too much?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, and you know what? Do they have, I'm looking at the smaller icon here. Okay, they got the Cooperstown collection. That's nice. Something about just having that patch. I don't know if Cooperstown collection was its own thing or if that was a subdivision of Mitchell and Ness and then that got sold off to other apparel companies. I'm not sure how that worked, but the thing that I've seen with some of their hoodies, and I've said this before with baseball apparel, you don't see the old-fashioned American League or National League insignia or patch used as much as I would like to see it.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool looking logo. I wish more hats, more like new era caps that you bought had that on the side.
If you're a fan of like varsity jackets and satin jackets, and look at this Buckeye jacket right here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean that looks official. That looks, I know Nike
It is official.
Nike makes them too, and they provide for the team. But
this is prettier than what Nike makes.
That's something
this
that
is prettier. You get to pay
would
for
wear.
it. It's not cheap. Like this one
It's
jacket.
$300 probably, right?
$260 for the wool varsity jacket. It's classic.
Well, people have seen me wear the Orioles one on YouTube. That's from them. You got me that Orioles
that's right.
jacket. That's from these guys.
Right. Anyway,
it's good stuff.
Just a fantastic product. All right, too hot time.
Too hot.
What do you got, Teddy?
All right. You guys at the start of the show mentioned you had Adam King's wallet because he was in here earlier co-hosting with Rothman on Rothman and Ice.
What would he do without us, Teddy?
I don't know.
He'd be on the streets.
He would be.
He's a bum.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he made a little error when he was on the air with them, and they called him out about what he did while they were doing the show. Here we go.
Yeah, I feel like he's been so out of sight, out of mind last couple of years after he left Ohio State, after that cup of coffee with us.
He brought us Julian Sane.
He gets 100% credit for that?
98.
Are
you eating?
He's eating.
He's eating on the air. He learned from the best. Not me, but
it's TV People Tree Radio, Rothman.
Learned from the best.
I just put one bite in my mouth. I thought we were playing the sound.
Did you hear Bill O'Brien talking yet?
Roll the cue.
All right.
Hang on.
Call for it, Adam.
Don't roll it yet.
Okay.
No, I got to set it up.
Never mind. Don't do that,
The business of a setup. Just go ahead. Keep chewing. All right?
Right into the microphone.
I mean, this isn't COVID.
We're golden.
We're not remote. I don't
golden.
want to hear forks and knives and cereal bowls.
I swallowed it very quickly.
There you go.
There's a drop. By the way, anything you say on this show
Can and will be used against you.
That's proof right there.
Well, so Adam's eating on the air. I get that. You suck on the air all the time. You do a lot of sucking.
Can I tell you something?
You earn your sucking.
Just because you see Evel Knievel jump over a canyon doesn't mean you should attempt it. All right, don't do what I do.
That's a good
I'm a
point.
special case, 22 years in this chair.
Right, skins on the walls.
I have a certain amount of rep here. I
Right.
got some nice ratings, all that. Adam King doesn't sashay in from TV land. He hosts one of these shows once every blue moon and thinks he has the cachet to sit here and have a snack while the microphone's on.
What's he eating? A Chewy bar? At least with a sucking candy, you can kind
You
of...
stop saying sucking candy. It creeps me out.
Teddy.
It's a hard candy. Just say hard candy.
No, I don't want to. I'm sorry it makes you uncomfortable calling things what it is. Does sex make you uncomfortable? That's what it is.
When you say it, yes, when you say it like that.
Sex.
Yeah, I said it.
Stop it. Stop it. Sex. I don't want to have it ever again.
You had sex. A long time ago.
Yes, I
a
did.
very, very long time
It
ago.
was a long-
As did I. As did Teddy.
Teddy had it this morning.
Did you?
It was with the dogs, but yeah.
Stop it. That's not right.
All right, what else you got? Actually, we're out of time. We got
Next segment.
wah, wah, wah. And you think you're the number one producer here at the radio station?
He is.
You're wrong.
Look at him.
I have a story about Michigan here.
You know,
what's great?
You know, sighing?
It's great sighing on the air,
is
too. Why don't
healthy.
you try that, King?
Sighing is actually scientifically healthy for you.
What does that mean?
It means it's physically healthy for you to sigh and have a good sigh.
Yeah, but that doesn't make first of all, I don't know if that's real.
It is real.
Also, it doesn't make for a good radio product.
Sometimes it could. Let people know what you're dealing with.
Michigan has decided that it's not worth their time to go to Germany. Where is it? That's not it.
You do it. You don't do it now.
No, I'm going to do it right now. I got time.
Here's the reason they decided it's not a good idea to go to Germany. Because it was a stupid idea in the first place to play Western Michigan or Central Michigan or Eastern Michigan overseas.
Western Michigan against Michigan was going to be the 2026 opener in Frankfurt, Germany. A.D. Ward Manuel said that they are open to future international games, but looking back, this didn't really make any sense, which is what we said when you first announced it. You twipped.
You don't need data.
What did I say?
Twit? Twit? Don't say the other thing, please. Don't try to say the other T word. I don't want to hear it. No, I said don't say it. There you are with your sucking candies again.
Give me something to chew.
Just sucking away on the air.
All right, more Too Hot fun. And a former Big Ten coach has thrown his hat in the ring again, and more sighing. Yeah. You like it, the juice?
Yes, he likes the juice.
Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 20-minute holdup on southbound 270 on that east outer belt from Main Street to 33. And you're looking at a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 315 between Dublin Road and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family-owned, honest, and pressure-free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for bold flavors and award-winning spirits? High Bank Distillery is your destination for handcrafted cocktails, locally inspired dishes, and Whiskey War, the nationally recognized whiskey. Stop by their Grandview, Gahanna, and Westerville locations this week. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary and 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Santa Bucks are back at Meijer. This Friday and Saturday only. Save up to $50 with Santa Bucks. Stack your Santa Bucks on top of 20% off sale items for low prices on brands like Lego, Squishmallows, Barbie, and more. Clip your Santa Bucks coupon in the Meijer app and get more merry for your money with Santa Bucks. This Friday and Saturday only. Santa Bucks and Meijer. Now that's what makes the holiday season a good deal better. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Bills piling up?
CME can help you wrap up your debt into one simple, manageable signature loan with rates starting as low as 8.75% APR. Instead of juggling stacks of statements, let CME help you unwrap peace of mind this season. APR from 8.75%. Terms and eligibility apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Hey there, you've got a ton of equity in your home. You're sitting on a gold mine. You could do so much with all that cash, like travel, invest it, or pay off debt. But you can't touch it unless you sell your home. But you really don't want to move. And besides, homes are sitting on the market a long time these days. You're trapped, right? Not with TrueHold. With TrueHold, you can cash out your equity in as little as 30 days. But listen, you don't have to move. You can stay in the home you love as a renter. That's TrueHold's Sell and Stay program. Cash out your entire home's value and stay put. TrueHold even covers property taxes, property insurance, and essential repairs. Imagine using that equity to travel, invest, or pay off debt. And you can stay in your home. It's brilliant, especially in this slow market. Get your all-cash offer now. Call 1-855-300-9993. Again, that's 1-855-300-9993. Or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's TrueHold.com.
This sports report is brought to you by Bet365. When it comes to sportsbooks, Bet365 has it all. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be located in Ohio.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Tyler Danberg. The Athletic reported Browns chief strategy officer Paul DePodesta is leaving football to become the Rockies' head of baseball operations. DePodesta, who was the basis for Jonah Hill's character in the movie Moneyball, spent 10 seasons with Cleveland. More NFL news. Colts corner Sauce Gardner was cleared from concussion protocol. He's expected to play Sunday in Berlin versus the Falcons. The Jets traded Gardner for 2 first-rounders and receiver A.D. Mitchell Tuesday. Tonight, the Raiders visit the Broncos at 8:15. Here to the Fan at 8. College football, Wisconsin Athletic Director Chris McIntosh told ESPN head coach Luke Fickell will return next season. Badgers are 2-6 this season and 15-19 under Fickell in 3 seasons. PGA Tour Nick Dunlap and Sami Valimaki share the lead at 11 under in round 1 of the Worldwide Technology Championships from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
2 men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
Happy Thursday. It's Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
So Teddy sprinkles in audio all day. We respond to the audio. How about Tyler Danberg over there? Good, clean boy. Talking about Paul DePodesta, baseball boy. He's leaving the Browns to go get another baseball job with the Colorado Rockies, but he made the point.
Had a little tidbit in there.
In the update that he was Jonah Hill's character, the inspiration behind Jonah Hill's character. In For My Money,
I don't know why
one of the most overrated movies of all time, Moneyball.
I think you're wrong on that.
First of all, it's an opinion.
Yeah.
How can I be wrong on the opinion? You
have yours, I have mine. I think
garbage.
It's quite a good baseball movie,
I think the
sports
whole
movie.
Story of Moneyball is just revisionist trash. You want to know why? Oh, we were so good because I found a way to use Shea Hillebrand. No, it wasn't because of Shea Hillebrand. It was because you went out and got a bunch of first-round draft choices to hit on pitchers that were awesome. Your starting rotation was awesome.
Yes.
And you were not paying them any money because they weren't eligible for contracts yet, big-time contracts. That's why you were good. Yes, you would find little nuggets like, David Justice on the junk pile.
Justice was one of the guys they brought in. They also had Miguel Tejada on that team, to your point, who they hardly even featured in the movie, and he was one of the best shortstops in the game at that point when they were making the run.
Right, they drafted well.
They did go out and get a lot of sort of misfit players. I forget who they put at first base, but he used to be a catcher but didn't have the arm anymore.
Yes, but my point is, the misfit players only worked because you had a nucleus that was born from good baseball scouting and good drafting. I think we look at this story and say, wow, they just put a formula on the computer and they put together a great winner. It's like, no, they didn't. They used analytics to their benefit. They used it as a tool, but still it was just being good at scouting and drafting, which got them in that position.
Well, again, they were a small market team that had less money to spend than almost everybody else in baseball, and they got really, really close to accomplishing something. They won their division a lot back in those days with this system. I'm looking at, like, they won it in 2000, they won it in 02 and 03, in 06. They never got it. They never got to the World Series. They never did. They got to the ALCS. They got swept out. That was it. I'm trying to think of their staff. Who all, besides Barry Zito, you mentioned they're great pitchers.
Tim Hudson,
Barry Zito.
Mark
Mulder.
Mark Mulder.
Yeah,
that's
no,
from
that's good.
the X-Files. You had, who's the other one? There's another one.
There is. There was four that were pretty good. Blanton. Dan Herron.
That's what I was talking. Dan Herron. Yeah.
Joe Blanton's, he was with them for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Good whiskey, good bourbon. But I don't know. I thought the movie the movie was good. I thought Brad Pitt, I thought Jonah Hill.
Stupid.
I thought the movie was pretty good.
Where's my movie on the Tampa Bay Rays? Team that actually went to the World Series. Where's the movie on that?
Boring.
Where they actually had to go out and win the AL East. Right?
Evan Longoria, David Price.
We're just naming guys now, aren't we?
I'm naming players on that good Rays team.
I'm just saying. They went to the World Series.
Guys.
They won that division multiple times. They're going up against the Red Sox and the Yankees and the Blue Jays every single night. And their payroll. Where's their movie?
All right. Good answer. I still like it a Moneyball.
Give me a sucking candy.
You like it the juice?
Yes. I like it the juice. Yes. Former Northwestern coach Pat Fitzgerald says he feels vindicated, refreshed, and ready to coach again. He came to a financial settlement with the school after he said he was unjustly fired for the hazing incidents.
So we don't get to know what that settlement is.
We don't. It's a private monetary settlement.
That's also not an admission of guilt by either side. That's not an admission of guilt from Northwestern that we wrongfully terminated you. It's a settlement.
With the settlement, there was a statement that was released by Northwestern that essentially said, and I'm paraphrasing, maybe Teddy can pull it up, there was hazing that was going on in the football program. However, after careful review, we have not found that Pat Fitzgerald knew anything about it and did not cover it up in any way. And that was the original, like, well, we're firing this guy because clearly he should have known or did know about what was going on. And he's saying, I didn't know. And when I did learn it, I was ready to start punishing people, but you fired me before I had a chance to do that. Now, I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying that's truthful.
Mm-hmm.
But the school had one perspective. Pat Fitzgerald had another perspective.
Yeah.
We have not heard from him publicly since he was fired. This is the first time that he's spoken publicly.
This really was shocking, too. I think we can all agree.
It was
we
a
go back.
huge story. He's Mr. Northwestern.
Not just Mr. Northwestern. Pat Fitzgerald was the goodest, cleanest coach that we had in the country, possibly. He was the guy that stayed at Northwestern because he played football there, and it meant something to him to be Chicago's Big Ten team. And look, they weren't able to do it every year, but they kind of had this neat thing where they might be down, and then the next year, they were chasing a double-digit win season. They were appearing in the Big Ten championship. They went toe-to-toe with Ohio State in the 2018 Big Ten championship. They couldn't really hang with Dwayne Haskins and company in the second half, but they were there. So it was really, really shocking to find out that this was going on in Pat Fitzgerald's program. Now, you're right. I'm looking at the statement right here.
What was the statement?
It says, we noted inappropriate conduct in the football program did occur. The evidence uncovered during extensive discovery did not establish that any player reported hazing to Coach Fitzgerald or that Coach Fitzgerald condoned or directed any hazing. So they went on to compliment his combined 26 years there as a player and a coach and wishes Coach Fitzgerald the best in resuming his football career. I know something like that, though, you can never really get that completely off of your legacy, off of your record at that point.
We have seen guys get jobs for more egregious things than that.
No question.
Right? We've seen guys come back. Now, he says he wants to coach again. My question to you is, do you think there's going to be a notable program? I'm not talking about like some, crappy rinky-dink type place that would give him a shot. He says he's ready. He's ready to go. He's refreshed.
And he doesn't have a show cause.
No.
Doesn't have a show cause.
No show cause.
So there's nothing that the school or the program is going to have to do. It's interesting. You wonder where the truth is with all this, right?
Probably somewhere in the middle.
How did
it was probably one of those situations.
How did it get to the point where you're firing him if you didn't do the investigating to this point?
Because Northwestern got caught up in the mob, and there was some pressure from within their own school, from some of the academics, to this is bad press, this is hazing, you got to make a decision, make it now. And I think initially they were saying, well, let's hold on, let's investigate. And there were certain influential people that said, it's not good enough. You can't just suspend. You have to make a statement. You should fire this guy.
I don't have, statements in front of me at the moment, but I seem to recall back when this was going down, there were players that were coming out and saying things that did not look good on Pat's behalf.
They initially suspended him and then quickly thereafter fired him. So it's probably a combination of two things. I mean, I just think, life is shades of gray.
Yeah, and it can be unfair at times, too.
Right.
You're the head coach, and this was going on.
The institution reacted harshly and probably too quickly, didn't take a breath to actually analyze any of this stuff. And Pat Fitzgerald, maybe he didn't know, but we've talked about that before.
And then that comes back to the you're supposed to know then. He should have known.
No. And if it's multiple people that have had situations, stuff, people talk, man.
Right.
You don't have to be in the locker room 24 hours a day to know what the hell's going on in there. And I've said this before, even about Tress. There were things that Tress didn't want to know, so he purposely just was ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
But does that make it better?
No, it doesn't. And then that's why...
Now, I don't think that means that Pat Fitzgerald shouldn't coach again.
Right, but it kind of makes sense as to why Northwestern had to be done with that. You had to move on from that phase, from that era that was really disappointing. I'm sure a lot of people and the people that were involved in that decision-making process, they lost a lot of sleep because you didn't want to let go of that guy, everything that he built.
I think most of those people are gone, too.
Yeah, they pretty much cleaned house with all that.
The Reds have a TV partner for next season. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side at Morse Road. Police are on scene, causing about a 20-minute delay there. And there's a 5-minute delay on westbound 70 on the west side between Central Avenue and Hague Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lessig. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Witness their members as they construct solar energy facilities, harnessing the power of the sun for Ohio's future. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Round here, it's all or nothing. And nobody has more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota. Now through December 1st, get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 25 RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid. Or lease a new gas-powered RAV4 LE for $289 a month for 39 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Living in Ohio, you want your home to be comfortable year-round, your family protected, and an investment you can feel great about for years. Now, during Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you could save big on windows that do just that. You'll save 50% off all window styles, plus you can get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good you'll actually save money on lower utility bills every single month. And they're backed with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 45,000 five-star customer reviews. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with a chance to get 2 Ohio State game day tickets? Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Window Nation's end-of-year sale is your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, plus 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. The sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com today to get started. That's windownation.com.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
All the action, none of the responsibility. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472,000, 614-472,000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472,000, 614-472,000.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks, plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Get a quote today at progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens. We'll see a quiet evening with increasing clouds across the region. That'll help keep temperatures mild tonight, only dropping to the low 40s and upper 30s. Dry for your morning commute Friday, but then rain showers move in, possibly a thunderstorm as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures in the low 60s, but the rain's gone by the evening commute and in time for Friday Night Football. Dry weather continues into Saturday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
All right, Mike, I got something for you. Says here, a little article I'm reading. There's a lot of things that make us sigh. We're exhausted. We're irritated. We want to make a point without saying a thing. And while the reasons may not be associated with positive feelings, research shows the result could offer a bit of a health boost and not just as an emotional catharsis. So here we go. According to a new study published in the journal Science Advances.
That's got to be real.
Who's going to doubt Science Advances?
RFK Jr.
What? Yeah. Have another soda, RFK. That's not just mental here. There are physical mechanisms at play. Researchers found that deep breaths, particularly long exhales,
good for radio,
helped
too.
decrease surface tension in the lungs significantly more than regular shallow breathing. As the lungs expand and contract while sighing, it helps keep the small amount of fluid that lines the lungs in an optimal arrangement. This fluid keeps the tissues moist. Love that word. Moist tissues. And it prevents friction when breathing.
I think sometimes we just say things that are obvious. We put science behind it. Yeah, deep breathing, sighing.
What about yawning?
Yawning, you let oxygen in. At the end of the day, a good J.O. I mean, these are all things that are good for you. Reduces stress.
Sex.
Whatever.
All of it.
Speaking of that, let me talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Are you dealing with erectile dysfunction, ED? If you are, then don't be like most men who wait a year or more to get some sort of treatment. They think it's just going to go away by themselves.
Don't wait.
No, that's stupid. All right, you need a real medical consultant.
Real consultant.
Why is Joe Biden here?
Go on. You're doing the read.
Oh, I'm doing the read, Prez. All right, anyway. Do you have this problem, Prez? You have any problem with ED?
I tell you what. Sometimes you never know. It happens now. It happened later. Happened to me at dinner.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but if you and Joe Biden need a little help with your ED, don't wait a year or more. This guy doesn't have a year to live. Look at him. He's a puppet. Call him now. My friends at Tri-State Men's Health, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Promo code, hey. Whoa, hey. The Reds have a new TV deal with the same TV partner they had before, Main Street Sports Group, who owns the FanDuel branded regional sports channels, announced yesterday that the Reds, Royals, and Brewers have all exercised options in their local media rights agreements to renew with FanDuel Sports Network. So there you go. The Reds will be on again until they're not.
Explain to me what's going on with the Guardians and their
Guardians have their own
TV deal. They're solo. Major League Baseball had to step in for a number of teams, correct? Did they do this with the San Diego Padres? I don't know if the Padres got into something different or if they're still running them like they're running the Guardians.
Maybe the Rockies do this too? I don't know. Guardians have their own thing. It's going to continue to be their own thing.
So you've got to pay. You've got to go to what? I've not been watching Guards baseball on their regional sports net because of this.
I got to plead ignorance because I just get the Guards on my TV.
They're just on.
They're just there.
And what is the channel branded like? It's just Guardians?
There is no channel.
They just put their little logo on it?
It's in my baseball package. It's right there. So I subscribe to the
You have DirecTV and you have...
Yeah.
Okay, it shows up on the extra innings package.
So I pay for the extra innings, and that's how the Guardians broadcasts get in there.
Because typically, if you had an extra innings package, in the past at least from what I knew, it would black out the local broadcasts, and then you would have to...
Correct, because you had to buy regional.
Yeah, you'd have to buy into the regional broadcasts, which I think sucks. If you're paying a bigger fee... It's bigger than you expected. You should get all those teams plus the local teams.
I don't think there should ever be a thing as blackouts. We're past that. We're done with that.
I agree.
That's a thing of the past. Stop with the blackouts. And I thought they were working on some sort of government solution. Am I making this up?
You might be onto something right there.
That had something to do with antitrust and all that crap, and they were going to get rid of the blackouts.
You're onto something. Maybe this was a football story. Maybe this was just strictly about the NFL. I don't know. Like there were a lot of workarounds back in the day about getting out of the blackouts where bars who were just outside of an area, you might be across the street. You would drum up a pretty good business for people coming in to watch football games when the blackouts were still in effect.
Well, it used to be, I don't think this is the case anymore, that if you didn't sell at your home game, then the NFL game was blacked out in the home market. They don't have that anymore. You would have teams, if there was 2,000 tickets left, that would actually go in and just buy the tickets.
Them so it wouldn't be blacked out.
So it wouldn't be blacked out because then the revenue takes hit. All right, Teddy, you ready for some more Too Hot?
Too Hot!
All right, up next, you guys just were talking a little bit earlier about how science and technology with how it's kind of out of control. Bo was talking on his show about Tom Brady and the cloning of the dog and how that kind of got a little it's a little crazy out there, right? So let's give a listen to what Bo had to say about all of that.
Is everything that happened on film in the 90s now happening in real life?
Yeah, like they've all predicted.
It's all Truman Show. Like people will just literally watch people live their life on the apps. Which is what's the one with him against the machines?
It's iRobot, and now the Swedes have come up with one that looks just like it.
Okay, so that ain't great. I mean, Jurassic Park, did we learn nothing?
No, we didn't.
Like, do we need, I don't need a T-Rex cruising around, man. I'm good. I mean, the machine thing scares me the most. That's the AI stuff and the robots is insane. We all know this isn't right. Just stop. Shut it down. Could be too late. But basically everything that was a movie in the 90s has become reality.
It's almost like human beings are stupid. We never learn from past mistakes. We will never heed warnings. You know what?
You spent so much time thinking about if you could. You didn't stop to think about if we should.
Thank you, Jeff Goldblum.
You know what, though? It's a hell of a line.
It's profound.
It's a profound line. It's a great movie. Jurassic Park is a really good movie.
The third Terminator that I think they just reconned or retconned. What is the term?
Retcon.
Right out of the whole thing. But it was the Terminator Rise of the Machines. So it was T3.
T3.
Right. Arnold has a line in that movie about human beings. It is in your nature to destroy yourselves. And it is. We may not think we're doing it. We may think, this is great for mankind. You could have people yelling, warning, warning, this is bad. Why are we making robots in our own image? That's the exact opposite of what the experts say we should be doing.
Well, that's why the Boston Dynamics people are making them like dogs.
Make them like R2-D2.
And I have opined that they should not make them look like dogs, that they should make them
I know why
look
you
like
want
an army of Megan Foxes.
I know why, and that's because.
But that's very shallow and very conceited, and I don't really think that. I don't really want that.
You want to do it with the dolls.
I don't. It's disgusting.
All right, Teddy, come on.
It's gross.
All right, up next here we have Rothman and Ice, and they had a little incident the other day when they first started their show where Rothman kind of cleared his throat right before the show started, and then they get in discussion about who's at fault with the hot mics.
Usually, he's our last line of defense, though. He's our deep safety. Like, if our mics are left on, we won't be heard unless, like, the master slider is up.
If our mics are left on, and who would be leaving on your mics, just out of curiosity?
No, that's what I'm saying. If we accidentally leave our mics on, you're our last line of defense, that we can't be heard unless the master switch is up. And that shouldn't go up until we're on the air.
There were like 2 seconds left, and there's just unfortunate timing. And then Ice and I looked at each other like, was I the only one who heard that?
Well, yeah, because I was like, wait a minute. Did I hear that? And it made it.
Of course it definitely made it. Of course it made it. But it wasn't anything horrible.
No, not at all.
It just, but the
coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the reason the three of us got a smile out of it was because it is more rare than not.
Correct.
Because of our last line of defense.
Yeah.
But some good inside baseball right there.
You're a radio veteran, Rothman. It's on you to take the microphone on and off.
I mean, you have an on-off switch right in front of you. You have a cough button.
You don't need a babysitter. You shouldn't need a babysitter. Teddy, I'm sticking up for the producer. Do you agree with me or not?
Yeah, I mean, we as producers should make sure we turn it on and off during the commercial breaks and everything. But
he said he had a 2-second buffer.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning
You
of the
want
show.
to have it on so you don't miss your host's very first noise that he makes.
Exactly. I mean, Cole can't sit here and be, like right up to the last second when he thinks Anthony's going to, talk.
No, because if he does that, he's probably going to cut him off in some way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's happened to me before where I start talking, the microphone, the main master switch is not on.
I'm on Cole's
And you can tell. You can tell because it's not in your ear. So it's happened to me sometimes, and I've gone, and maybe my producer didn't have the master switch on and up, and then I would just restart because I could tell in my headphones if I'm not hearing my voice back.
I'm pro
then it didn't
Cole.
go on.
Yeah,
I go with Cole there too.
My guy. All right, we have to celebrate a good, clean boy and girl coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch out for an accident that's blocking 2 lanes on eastbound 70 on the east side at Miller Avenue, causing some stop-and-go traffic from the 71 East split. And there's a 15-minute holdup on westbound 670 between International Gateway and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out? Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad. Today! Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. During the week of Thanksgiving, November 23rd through the 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.html.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over. You're listening to Man and Timmy.
I just came across this other headline here. It's about Mark Sanchez. It's from the New York Post, and shocker here. Mark Sanchez's Fox future in doubt after Drew Brees hire.
All right.
Yes, there's maybe a little bit of that. There's also the attempted murder. That might play a part as well.
He may be going to prison.
Felony.
For a long time.
Yes.
But yes, this hire of Drew Brees, could it spell the end for Mark Sanchez?
I think so.
It does.
Yes. I don't think they needed a Drew Brees hire. They could have hired nobody, and Mark Sanchez was not going to be coming back. Okay, so good, clean boy and girl time right here. This might be this couple here might be the best that we're going to have all month.
Oh.
So
he's a good, hardworking boy. Let him bring in your mail.
This goes back to one of my old stomping grounds. This amusement park is just outside of Kansas City. For Kansas City folks, they remember Worlds of Fun. You had Worlds of Fun. You had Oceans of Fun. They were the tandem water park, amusement park, where all the good coasters were out there in the Kansas City metro area. So back here in earlier October, less than a month ago, Chris and Cassie Evans, they decided to ride the Mamba roller coaster. They said,
Mamba.
That Mamba's looking good.
Black Mamba?
I don't know if it's like the, it's not the Mamba at, what is, They got a snake named coaster at Kings Island. That's really fun.
Okay.
Diamondback. That's the coaster.
He's a clean boy. Wash your own damn sheets.
So here's what happened. They get on the roller coaster, and on the very first hill, the girl, as there is, sitting behind them, just lets out this blood-curdling scream like I've never heard before. Chris Evans is telling KCTV5 here. And this is not like, oh, yay, we're going up the roller coaster hill kind of scream.
Genuinely, something's wrong.
Something's up. And the guy says, assumed it was her first time on the ride and that she was just scared. But then when she yelled again, they figured out a horrifying truth right here. She's screaming back there, my seatbelt came undone. My seatbelt broke off. So without hesitation, the husband and the wife, they sprang into action right here. Husband reaches behind, like he's in the front seat, but it's the same car, so it's not separated in another car. Like she's right behind him. He reaches back, like grabs a hold of one part of the seatbelt to try to pull it tight so she's still lodged in there. He says there's a lot of space between the lap bar and the girl because she's very, very small. Like she could slip out of this ride if this thing's going 75, 80 miles an hour for the duration of the ride. He says I had looped my arm underneath her lap bar, which had a pretty big gap between her and the lap bar. So at this point, I'm seeing a huge space, no seatbelt. I looped my arm under. I grabbed a hold of her wrist. My wife was pushing down on her legs. So man and wife, they are working together to keep this young girl in the roller coaster seat. And here was the great part. You know how coasters take pictures now?
Yeah.
You go down the big hill and it's like, smile. You can see the flashing lights as you go.
Try not to die.
People try to look at them. Hey, hey, how you doing? They make faces. There's a picture that they gave the photo to the TV outlet. It is a live action shot of the man and the woman. The dad's face is like, ah, like he's screaming. He's reaching back there.
Terrified.
The girl is leaning forward and she is screaming, but she's like holding on to whatever she can hold on to for dear life.
That just makes me sick to my stomach. My parents tell this story.
Oh my God.
When my parents first started dating, they've been married for 50 years. It was the early 70s. And they went to an amusement park, which is funny to hear because they are not the type of people who go
They're
to
not
these
them.
places.
They're not them, huh?
Right? No, they were never really them, but I guess it's, we're young, let's go to an amusement park. And they're walking down, like a street.
Little
walkway, whatever it is.
In the amusement park.
And right in front of them, probably about 5 feet in front of them, a kid just falls out of the sky.
Shut up.
Falls 20 feet onto his head.
Oh, my God.
On the concrete. He fell out of a roller coaster that was above them, right? And my parents just sort of stopped there, frozen. The kid pops up and says, I'm okay, and runs away.
No.
Now, he may have sustained some sort of injury. Maybe he went off to die somewhere. But yeah, he fell 20 feet onto concrete on his head, popped up, said, I'm okay, and ran off.
What park was this?
I don't even know. I have no idea.
Was it a padded walkway that he fell onto?
No, it was concrete. Look, here's the thing about my parents. There are a lot of things. They're not fibbers. They don't exaggerate stories like that. Nothing. They said they were terrified. They said they went around the park looking for the kid. They couldn't find the kid.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
He just fell out of a roller coaster.
This couple went on, the Evans, who helped this girl whose seatbelt got, unhooked or it malfunctioned as they were going up the Mamba roller coaster at Worlds of Fun. He said, as we crested each hill, we started to go up to the top. I recognized it was going to lift her out of the seat. So I would shift our position to instead hold her or push down on her whole body to keep her from coming out of the seat while we're going over those hills. They were working the entire ride.
Well, was there anybody else on this?
To help her out.
Nobody else was helping? Just these two people?
There's a woman in a white jacket that's sitting next to the girl.
Well, why isn't she doing something?
I don't know.
That stupid bee?
This is what wasn't... The only part about this that wasn't great is that...
She eventually fell out and died? Is that what you're going to tell me?
No. No, she's fine. She's totally fine.
Okay.
But the hero couple said...
Fine, scarred for life. Fine.
After getting off the ride, they were separated from the girl during the chaos, and they never even had a chance to speak with her or her family. But they're glad that she's safe. I would think. The girl, fine. You just had a traumatic experience. I'm sure you're thankful to this couple for your life.
Yeah, if you're the parent,
where's mom and dad? Where's the gift basket? Where's an edible arrangement? Something. Now you saw them do the news.
Where's my chocolate-covered fruit?
Where is it? Sherry's berries or something. Send something
the fruit.
to them.
I don't want the fruit. You do better than a fruit.
What do you want?
Nice cheesecake. How about that? That travels well.
A nice pro-standard Letterman jacket.
That would be nice.
That would be very nice. That would suffice.
But then again, you got to know what their tastes are. What teams?
We're Royals fans.
What teams they root for? Why? Because they're in Kansas City?
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do. They are.
You like a good cheesecake. You like a cheesecake sampler?
Sure.
Where you get
why not?
2 or 3 slices of different flavors in the same cake.
Cheesecake Girl. Cheesecake Girl.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
You know what? Cheesecake Girl in Dublin.
Yep.
Last year around this time, you dropped off just a wonderful cheesecake.
Hey, Cheesecake Girl.
I wouldn't be opposed to another one. She makes the cheesecakes with the Little Debbie trees that she puts on the inside of the cake.
I got to look up. In the break, I'm going to look up what their holiday cheesecake is. And
it's not a cheap cake, right?
No. But when you try
but it's worth it.
You understand.
It's worth
the
it.
Crust, too, like that graham cracker crust. It's so crispy. It's so delicious.
I think they only have that one location. I don't know, so don't.
They have a location in the market in Hilliard.
Oh, they do?
The Crooked Can. I think that's the Cheesecake Girl.
Well, be careful.
I better check. I'll check.
No, that's the Cheesecake Gal.
You got the gal versus the
Gal
girl.
Gadot is there. She's
Gal Gadot
making cheesecakes.
She's great. She's Wonder Woman.
She's still good? Still doing all right?
Why would she be bad?
I don't know.
Sydney Sweeney just stole all her thunder.
Did you see?
Until she became a Nazi.
Did you?
She finally spoke up about that and said that's ridiculous how everybody's called me a Nazi.
Of course it's
over
ridiculous.
A jeans ad.
Did you see the dress she was wearing on the red carpet the other day?
Did I see the dress? They're just hanging out.
They're not hanging out. The dress is sheer.
Same thing.
It's like an X-ray.
It's like Chauncey Billups' table.
Hi, what fabric are you wearing? Oh, this is Air.
This is called Saran. Someone's going to wear Saran wrap soon.
I'm sure someone has. Lady Gaga wore a dress of meat.
I'm not talking about like Jeffrey Dahmer doing the Saran wrap. I'm talking about around the parts. You can see it.
What do you mean Jeffrey Dahmer?
Dahmer would put it around your head.
and kill you.
We don't want that. No.
Mess you up.
Bad.
All right, back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 270 on that north outer belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And there's a small delay on westbound 70 on the west side between West Broad Street and Hague Avenue. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family owned, honest, and pressure free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
If you find your garage door repair guy watching YouTube videos on how to fix garage doors, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay. How about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, We've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront costs before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
You ever watch kids play sports and think about your glory days? You tell all your friends that if your knee or back wasn't bothering you, you could go out there and show them up. Oh, do I have good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? At QC Kinetics, we tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissues, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. Imagine swinging that golf club, hiking that trail, or dancing in the kitchen to your favorite tune. That's the freedom QC Kinetics help people rediscover every day. Don't just master pain. Let QC Kinetics regain what pain took away. And now is a great time to use your HSA and your FSA fund to get started before this year ends. The consultation is totally free, so go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hello, big voice guy here. I've been hired to tell you all about the Fans YouTube channel. Did you know you can immerse yourself in Buckeye goodness like Austin and Burb's daily podcast, The Beat? Yes, sirree, Bob. Subscribe today.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth, or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient, and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Columbus State's IT programs prepare you for a high-tech career in Columbus's fastest growing fields. Our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Apply at cscc.edu/IT.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
There was never a doubt. The defending champion with a successful title defense at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday.
Commemorate the magic of the season and the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Tickets are now on sale for the 2026 tournament. When you purchase by November 14th, you will receive a special edition ornament and enjoy best pricing. Visit memorialtickets.com for more details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Beamer. Who's with Beamer tonight?
Patrick Murphy was out there.
My guy, Muscle Hamster.
Yep.
Pat Murphy.
You know, we were talking. Pat says he always is forgetting the key card, but at least he's not forgetting his key card at the house. That would be a thing. He forgets it in his car. He usually walks up to the door, checks his pockets, realizes, oh, crap, I got to go back. What is the thing that you're most forgetful for? Do you have an item that you're always misplacing, or you're around the house? Probably like do you ever like leave your phone when you're at home to try to have some no phone time?
I'll tell you. I don't usually carry the phone around the house.
Put it in a place.
I usually put it. We have a little table by the garage door.
Yeah.
I keep it there.
Yeah. Charge it up, the charging block.
But there
or
are
something.
times where, like, I'm wearing a hoodie or something with a kangaroo pocket.
Yeah.
I'll put the phone in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll walk around and sit in a chair, take a nap on the couch, and then I lose the phone in the cushions.
Oh, as you're moving, shifting around.
You're jostling.
as you're jostling
so I gotta use the Find My Phone, and then the couch starts ringing.
It does that like ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding.
But I'm usually pretty good. I don't forget a ton of stuff.
Yeah. I had a problem with the key card for a minute, and then it just got so annoying that I just had decided to be better. I just went with leaving it in my glove box in the car.
I don't even take
always here.
I don't take it out of my
when
wallet.
I go into the building.
It's in my wallet.
Yeah, you don't
It's
have
behind my driver's license, so I just take my wallet out and I swipe the wallet.
My wallet's got that like GFCI like chip protection.
Well, look at you.
Isn't
that nice?
That's what a fossil wallet will do for you.
I don't have that newfangled crap.
Keep you from the computer hackers and the scammers.
It is Too Hot Thursday.
Too hot.
You got another one for us, Teddy?
All right, this one might make your head explode. It was Rothman and Ice, and Rothman, he never forgets things. This was years ago. He had saved a tweet apparently from some guy who had tweeted a program, and because Rothman was talking about how, like in the fall, you fall back if you don't change your watch.
Vindictive Rothman.
You would just show up early all the time. You'd never be late for anything. And somebody had tweeted him and said, "No, you idiot, you got it all wrong." But Rothman said he was thinking about that the other day as well, and he had this discussion again about how to not change your clocks, and then you'd be never be late. So let's give a listen.
All right. I had this figured out this weekend, and it was fine. I'd be if I didn't fall back, I'd be an hour early to everything. You know why? Because I would think this is the time, and it would really be an hour early. So I would be showing up an hour early, and it really wouldn't be that time. So I think I'm correct. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm laying down?
If you don't change the clock, but you plan on being an hour early, that's going to get you on time.
No. If I don't change the clock, if I didn't fall back, I was the only one that said I'm not changing my clock.
Then it'd be 1 p.m. right now, and you'd be an hour late for your show.
No.
Yeah, because if you said, all right, hey,
no, but at noon, when I was going to show up, it really would be 11 a.m. Get it?
Got it? Good.
See?
All right, yeah.
I
think you're right,
I guess it depends on how you describe it.
It's a mind melt, like Maddie says, but it's not the case. If I didn't fall back and I knew the show was at noon and I showed up to be here at noon, it really would be 11 a.m. after the fallback.
That's what I'm seeing, too, in my mind.
So I would be an hour early.
Mm-hmm. I think he's right, TLC.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's right.
I think I just experienced what listeners experience when they listen to us. Where I just wanted to take my head and bash it up against a wall so my life would end. I didn't even want the sound to end. I wanted to die.
So, you like it the juice?
I like it the juice. You like it the juice?
Okay, I get you more juice.
Oh, give me the juice.
Too hot.
Give me another one, Teddy. We can't end on that. Give me a good one. Feel good.
The only other one here I really have, besides because I had another time change.
Did it feel
go
bad
there,
one?
Is Mike Vrabel had an interesting comment.
Yeah, he did.
Let's give a listen to Mike Vrabel talking about a trade deadline deal that didn't get done.
Is there any measure of disappointment?
Well, first I would say that deals are like being pregnant. You either are or you aren't. There's no it's either a deal or it's not. So I don't know how close you can be. I know that everyone worked hard and that we investigated and looked in and made phone calls and made what personnel departments do. And in the end, we decided that this was what we were going to do.
In the end, we decided not to get pregnant. We fooled around a lot.
Right. But there's a lot of, trying to get pregnant
Right,
and not
but
getting
ultimately,
pregnant.
we just couldn't get where we wanted to go, which is, I guess, pregnancy.
That's a hell of an analogy there, Vrabes.
Okay.
Just don't chop your nuts off.
Back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
I have got something for little Samantha to try. She likes a good mac and cheese.
Who doesn't love a good mac and cheese?
I don't know who doesn't.
I don't know why. I don't want to know someone who doesn't like a good mac and cheese.
Do you make a mac and cheese for a Thanksgiving side dish?
I don't. That was just never something that we did.
Why don't you start doing it if you think it'd be good?
I don't cook for Thanksgiving. I go out to some
Other people.
relative, and then I
other
come
people
home
are doing it.
and complain about how everything sucks.
No one's doing the mac and cheese. I love a mac and cheese for the holiday. So Culver's, one of our favorites, they are bringing in a Wisconsin cheddar cheese and mac. How could that be bad? chain launched a new menu item nationwide. The new dish features tender macaroni coated in Culver's signature warm, creamy Wisconsin cheddar
do we
cheese
have
sauce.
to explain what a
then
mac and
topped
cheese is?
with even more real shredded
it's
cheddar.
tender macaroni. It's not the hard stuff that you'd use, the dried stuff to make art projects when you're in first grade.
Can't I just read what they
It's
write?
not a problem with you. It's a problem with everyone. It's a problem with society. We over-explain things.
What do they? There's suits sitting in a room somewhere. They have to do something. They have to say something. Something broke the window. Something got the carpet all wet.
You like it, the juice?
I like it. I like it, the juice.
All right, Buckeye show's next.
Skit's done.
It's all done,
It's all
Teddy.
done.
You thinking the sketch go too long?
This show go 3 hours too long.
You think it bad for the audience?
Well, we got 3 more hours tomorrow for a big Football Friday. We'll talk to you then. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is backing up due to an accident that's blocking 2 left lanes on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt after 670. And there's a 15-minute holdup on northbound 315 between I-70 and Ackerman Road. This report is sponsored by Westerville Division of Police. The Westerville Division of Police is seeking individuals dedicated to serving, protecting, and strengthening the community. WPD offers an award-winning training academy, tuition reimbursement, generous pay, benefits, and more. To apply, visit westerville.org/join WPD. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.